Y'all, it's Family Life Radio, y'all. Big Carly in the building. We chilling on Riff with my bro, Drink Sinatra in the pharmacy. You feel me? Y'all tap in with us. We got some people on here. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can't introduce yourself real quick to my listeners.
Man, this Drink Sinatra. You already know what time it is. Shout out to Carly Black. I'm saying for having us in this motherfucker. Man, it's the pharmacy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got my boy Simo, Miss Dallas. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's my regular moderators. But we got, like, you know what I'm saying, Miss Amber Blanco. Shout out to Amber Blanco. You know what I'm saying? Blanco. My boy Corey Finesse. Mr. Egyptian, Washington, D.C. You know what I'm talking about? And of course, like, the infamous motherfucking one and only Carly Black.
Heck yeah, y'all. So, what her name is? Hood Blanco was on here talking her shit, y'all. She had turned me up, so I was like, let me go on live, y'all, because she on here popping her shit, y'all. She giving me so much good energy right now, you feel me? So I want y'all to tap in with us, man.
But y'all don't even go to y'all people, and y'all don't even know what that feel like.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reason I am the way I am because I'm a good person.
Right.
I don't got the accolades behind it, but I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? And I have compassion for people. Now, play with me. I'll cuss you out and cry.
Yep. I will fight the fuck out of you and cry a few minutes later, but bitch, I'm gonna fight you down.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you though, and I'm gonna be mad that you made me fight you.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real.
I didn't wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I be arguing with you on Clubhouse, I be mad. Like, I be like, man, like, I didn't mean to cuss out like that, but damn, why she said that?
Yeah.
Because I ain't know, you ain't fit to hold me, though. Watch out. Watch out.
Heck yeah.
What's your sign, Blanco?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. Okay, Virgo.
That's what that be. That's how them Virgos are. We passionate about some shit. I love black people, y'all. I swear to God. I love me a nigga. A nigga woman, a nigga man, light skin, dark skin. I love black people. I do. Like, I really do. Because I really, and I think that it's becoming to be a problem. Because I think that I'm becoming very radical. Like, I live out here in the suburbs in Dallas. And I be bucking these white folks like, oh my God, that is so ghetto. Like,
Sprinkle water in the building.
And I don't like them. Like, they look weird. They don't, like, I just got out of corporate America, and I'm like, those white people are crazy. Like, black people are everything. I love a nigga. It's something about us. Like, even when we...
It's everything about us. You know what, mama? What made me really start, like, on my own little spiritual journey, you know what I'm saying? I had already started questioning everything when it comes to religion. But then, somebody had posted one day on Instagram, Google who the Pope prayed to, right? So when I Googled who the Pope prayed to, it was a black lady and a black baby. And I fell in love with black people at that moment. You know what I mean? And once I found out about the black lady and the black baby, it was up from there.
Yeah.
Like, not for real.
That's how mine started. I started to find images and research the story of melanated people before slavery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You say images? What does it say, like, you know what I'm saying, God is? He in what image? In your image.
In my image.
Exactly. What is the image? What do you look like?
And that's me, and I do believe that.
In my mind, I believe that I'm supposed to worship their image over my own.
Yeah, and
that's the question you should have said.
And that's my thing, like, and I say things, like, so profound. Like, when people ask me, like, what you worship myself? I'm a God. Because I got to be first in my world. I gotta be first so that I can be good for everybody else. If I can pray to God all day, but if I ain't working on me, God can't help me.
Man, I said that. Man, and I always use the little analogy. You feel me? I could go and put in applications. No, I could pray for a job all day long. You feel me? But if I don't go put in no applications, I ain't gonna get no motherfucking job. Come on, man. Ain't shit.
Right. And you gotta be able to put some self-analysis and care 17 and I had just had kids, and I'm not saying that I was the best parent, but baby, I didn't learn some shit because I had to go through some shit so that I could be a better parent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And God didn't help me through that shit. I went to prison. I've been to prison. I was in prison for a year, Texas prison, for a year. I did a year, y'all. That was right there. That shit was the best thing that could have happened to me. I swear to God. That was the best thing that could have happened to me. Like y'all, I was no.
You learn how to be content with having nothing. Yeah.
Listen, I was outside.
I be in this bitch alone.
I was outside causing hell. And my kids were there, and I had no boundaries. I didn't have I was just straight out the window on your neck, like I was invincible or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always been a hustler, and the niggas I was fucking with, it was just I thought I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to do with no regard to nothing and nobody. And I went to prison when I started to move out of that and mature, and I was like, I can't believe this shit. Out of nowhere, because it wasn't the shit.
And my shit was opposite. I ended up being on the run. You feel me? Because I was like, I ain't going to jail, nigga. You feel me? You always got to do your fucking job. Bitch, do your job. I ain't going. You feel me?
Them motherfuckers kept hitting me with secret indictments they hit me with 3 secret indictments in 1 week. So that means
but them hoes dirty. I hate them hoes.
They get me again, then they indict me again. They come get me the next day. Them motherfuckers was coming through my window, y'all. Every morning, I was like,
bitch, I would have been busting on them hoes every morning too. Your stupid ass out my window. Fuck wrong with you?
They
bitch.
to my den area, trying to see if somebody was in the house. I was like, these motherfuckers for real, trying to get me.
Girl.
That shit was crazy. And I learned something from that, shit. I learned, I value my children. My daughter held me down. You heard me? My daughter was 12. My daughter made sure it was money on the phone. I had a letter every week. I had money on my books and a care package coming. Swear to God, my 12-year-old made sure my granny, my mama, made sure that the shit was done.
That's what's up.
She would call me and she'd be like, Mama, I should have Brandon put some more money on the phone because I gotta talk to you, and I'm okay with that. If we gotta talk for an hour, I just keep calling. But I was able to do that. Everybody don't got that.
Right.
And that's my mission, though. Yeah, I'm going back to the prison for the women. I'm finna teach them some fucking metaphysiology about how to turn that shit inward. Everything ain't everybody else. It gotta be us sometimes. You your own enemy. And when you don't acknowledge the enemy in yourself,
you gonna forever fall. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna fix shit.
You're not gonna never. It's like stagnant energy.
That's narcissism in a nutshell, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You putting out shit and you expected it to have no effect. You knew it was the real world until you made that choice or decision. You know what I'm saying? If the motherfucker can't admit it to themselves, they don't plan on fixing themselves. It's like the motherfucker be talking about, I'm a work in progress. Bitch, you better not be saying that stupid shit after you just said you understood the situation. Right. Because you have to choose that situation to start moving forward and practice that. Every time you finna go back to that just means you finna do the same shit you just did to this point. Right. You didn't acknowledge the shit. You lied to yourself about what you was
making deals. People be making deals with themselves, lying to themselves, making deals and shit. Y'all remember I used to make deals and shit. I'd be in trouble and I'd be like, I swear to God, I ain't finna do this no more. I'm not finna do this no more. God, get me out this situation. Knowing good goddamn well I'm fit to do it. I just didn't want to be in that situation. So I was playing with it. I was playing with myself. I played with myself for a long time, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even put that shit on nobody. You know when you come to the middle place, you a lot of shit you went through, with your
girl.
You be like, damn, that shit was gonna be for real, because I already knew that shit.
Dog. Let me tell you something.
We ain't talk that out our womb. Like, if you really study the history of us, we wasn't, we would go back to our generations and how our granny and our great granny and shit, like, the shit that they had to go through. My granny, I love my granny. My granny was a great grandma. She was a horrible mother, though. Yeah. She was hard on my mama. My mama was, like, the middle child out of 7 kids. Yeah. But she did the best she could, but my granny was a horrible mama. And I didn't know this shit till I grew up. And I was like, damn. And then I figured out, like, then I found something.
And then you like, that's why my mama was like that. And that's why I'm like that. So let me stop this shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got it, and it comes with forgiving. Like, I tell my mama now, like, my mama not on that. Like, I love my mama to death, but I tell her, like, I can't. She like, why you don't call? Because I don't want to argue with you. Right. That's not how I want to express my love. You want an argument every time we talk. You got some, like, I'm more healed than you, and that doesn't mean nothing. That just means that I just don't want to put myself in that situation. I love you, and I'm always love you, but I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I feel uncomfortable. Or I come out and my energy is depleted. But I love you, Mama. Mine's cut off, so I get it. Yeah, I love you, but I can't. I can't because it's not healthy for me. Exactly. And I gotta put me first. But I still love you.
But it's like being in a relationship, right? Like, you know,
Blanco. I'm bad. I'm sorry, Drake.
No, you're good. It's like being in a relationship and thinking that, like, you need what you call this shit, like, from a person. When you're in a relationship, I can't think of the word just very second. But anyway, you would break up with them or be out of the relationship with them, and you would think that you need what's the word I'm talking about? Man,
validation.
Validation.
It's like the affection. The what? Closure.
You don't need that shit. You do not need that shit.
I know I'm elevated. What I'm saying is that you know that, like, you know, you heal within yourself when you don't have the liability for closure. Because people, like, want to make this
y'all done got me. Yes, listen, I had to sit up a little bit. Like, I mean, when we talking about relationships now, that's where I'm fucked up at. You feel me? And if you got some good ass relationship advice, listen, I'm all fucking ears. Because I'm horrible.
I've been married 2 times. And I'm on my 3rd husband right now, and I'm 38. I'm gonna get a nigga to marry me, and you do wrong, nigga, I'm gonna go and get the next nigga, and if he fuck up, I'm still gonna pick myself back up, and I'm gonna love again and again and again and again and again, because I love myself, and one day somebody gonna love me right, because ain't nothing.
Is that what I'm supposed to do right now at this point?
You got it. What you gonna do? Like, be all broken hearted and say I don't want to fuck with niggas? No, you gonna keep loving until you find that ain't nothing wrong with your love.
Girl, let me tell you something. Right there, what you said, I take choice B. Because right now, I've been sleeping on the pallet on my floor. You feel me? Me one solo dolo. You feel me? My daughter sleep upstairs in my bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some fuck all that hoe ass shit. And no, I don't want to go on no date, nigga. Fuck you, nope. And my phone on do not disturb, and I ain't doing shit.
Listen, yes, you do. Come to yourself, though, just to heal from within. Sometimes you just need a break from people. Yeah, and she know, but if you know how to sit with yourself anyway, because I know how to sit with myself. I know how to sit with myself.
Over the world.
So I give myself, like, this what I do. I give myself, like, I'll be like, okay, you got 3 days to feel like this. Like, you can sit and feeling like this. She moved as an Aries. You said you was an Aries. Right?
I'm an Aries. And y'all, when I tell y'all, fuck that shit. Y'all, it's Diamond Life Radio. Big Carly in the building. I'm tapping in on the pharmacy with my brother Drake Sinatra. Y'all say hey to the people. Just let them know y'all here with me. You feel me? Okay, so Pete, I'm going to tell y'all this. I got 6 baby daddies. I got 6 kids. See, y'all know I just started telling the truth about that. But, like, getting a dude ain't the problem. Keeping a nigga ain't the problem. It's just me, like, once you do something that I don't like, nigga, I don't like you no more. Get the fuck from away from me. You feel me? So, I'm going to switch them up. You know what I'm saying? But at this time, it's like, fuck all y'all.
These women are like that. It's just like fuck them and they move on so fast. But then you got to heal your wound though.
a lot of commitment problems.
But not really though, cause like recently I was married. You feel me? Like I'm still married right now. I gotta get a fucking divorce from this nigga. You feel me? But I ain't never cheat on that nigga or nothing, and that nigga ass moved out. Like I'm cooking, cleaning everything at this whole. Like I got fire head, fire pussy. Oh no, ain't none of that the problem. You feel me? Nah, for real. Yeah, not for real. And that's what I said. It was karma. I got my tubes tied after my sixth baby and after my second baby and had 4 more.
Listen, let me tell you something. I got it's the sacred woman. It's by Queen of Four. I've been reading that book, no joke. Like and I'm not even halfway through the book for 2 months. Because it's about womb clearing. It's about clearing your womb and understanding your womb and understanding like our periods as a woman. Like when you have like a household like that, right? You got so much going on, like, and do you know that you bleed to cleanse your household as a woman? You bleeding to cleanse your children.
I don't believe that. You bleed to cleanse yourself from within. It has
no. But this is what this is what I'm saying, Egypt. Okay, so I
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do too. I know what you mean. We know. Yeah.
I live with my fiance, right? We live together. Our children live together. I'm at the house. I'm in my matriarchal position, so I have to delegate a lot of shit because my kids are older now. And so my man, I'm like, I have to be a certain type of energy in the house because he comes home and he provides for everybody. So when I do like all the energy that comes back in this house, because I'm primarily the one that's here all the time. So when the energy comes back in the house, I cleanse for everybody's shit. Because let me tell y'all something, my house is so peaceful.
Mine too.
Sometimes I bleed heavier if we have a stressful month, but I'm cleansing intentionally for everybody. Because it's certain rituals and things that I do. It's certain rituals and things that I do to make sure that I'm good to feel them, right? Because like with a woman, like y'all ain't shit without a woman. The fuck?
There's one way to look at that. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of all that, that's what the problem is.
But it's not. Actually, it is. It is a problem because you motherfuckers don't want to acknowledge it. That's the only problem.
You're not seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, the actual system that's keeping that same cycle going. You shouldn't already be thinking that, like, you know what I'm saying, after this situation, it's going to be another one, and then another and another one. You almost premeditating your own steps. You speaking out your own future by when I say that is I understood it the first time. I'm just telling you my analysis. You know what I'm saying? So in it, like, you know what I'm saying, the mentality, if it don't change, you're going to repeat the same result. And then you repeated the same results because of the mentality. That's what the issue is. It ain't just the nigga. There's no person in this world that's all good and all bad. When you said earlier about accepting responsibility, there's a lot of like responsibility that hadn't been accepted. But it's something that one that like is going through it got to accept. It don't matter what nobody judge you as and tell you about. Until you dead, they can't give you a final judgment. It's up to you to change that. Your responsibility alone. However, when you're in a situation where you're in a relationship, though, all that got to change. All of it.
Like what you mean, all of it?
All of it got to change because you can't just think for yourself.
Right.
The man don't have no period, so what you gonna do? How he gonna deal with what it is you?
But when you in your divine feminine, though, you know how to.
Come on, man.
No.
It's energy.
They go together.
But you got to have the divine feminine and the divine masculine. But she's speaking from the feminine point of view.
No, it's not. No, that's what I'm saying. It's the action.
Ooh.
The action behind it. I know. I study my nigga, right? Like you study.
I don't want to turn this into a pissing war to where I'm trying to give you my background about how smart I am, how great I am.
No.
About none of that. They have nothing to do with this situation. What does have to do with it is, like, you know what I'm saying, what we've recorded in history, what has actually happened, and why people respond in the behavior that they respond in. So it's not about me and you. So let me just take that out. I don't know you from a can of paint, but the information I know a lot about. And I'm sure that you do too. You gave your spiel, though. I'm just telling you, there's another side to why it's not working. And a lot of it depends on what one side is unwilling to admit and unwilling to communicate to help the other person help them. They got factors of why men are in the situation that they're in. They got factors of why women are in the situation that they're in. And they got factors of why our race has separated the actual connectivity between both male and female. Simultaneously. It destroys your financial system. It destroys your actual family, like, you know what I'm saying, structure. Everything that you know about yourself that you need to stand on your own, they're taking away from you so you can be liable to them and their thoughts and their lifestyle. So we all spiritually awakened as we, like, you know what I'm saying, we put ourselves in position to be, let's be completely honest with ourselves. We got attacked if we lost.
Man, I feel like I'm in church, man. What's today?
Hey, man, every day Sunday. You know,
come on, man.
Shit.
Okay. I'm here for it, though.
But I'm saying, ultimately, look, everybody looking to blame each other, and that's the separating point. That's the line of, like, you know what I'm saying, divinity that we both, like, you know what I'm saying, are not, like, acknowledging. Everybody want to be divine on their own, but you can't be divine on your own. Okay. It requires all things.
It's got to have that counterpart.
If part of the equation, you already fucking up. Mm-hmm. Because you're not solving the whole equation. You're just worried about yourself. And yourself not going to solve the equation. It's always going to be a kink because you never did the math. You was like, fuck it. My shit is covered, so fuck everybody else. And so everybody else fucks you. Over and over again. You running training yourself by not starting with the energy that it took in order to maintain your own self-conditioning about how to handle this world and your situation. True. It's not a blame or a fault. Faults don't matter when it's time to go and win again because you're still alive. Remember, you can't be judged till you're dead. So don't worry about who fault it was. Stop blaming him. Stop blaming her. But men don't usually try to blame her. They be trying to, like, get the fuck away from it so they can get back to what they do naturally. Is think it through and figure it out. And tell her again so she can shine it up so we can get the machine rolling. It ain't about man or woman. It's about the fucking machine. Can we drive this vehicle together?
Come on, my nigga. Goodness gracious.
But we all, but at the same time, you saying that we all got a position to play. So as a woman, I know that I have a position to play to make sure that my machine works as effectively and efficiently as possible.
But like you said, you run the matriarch system. What does the matriarch system say? The feminine side. Yeah, you did say that earlier.
Yeah, no, I said I'm working out of my matriarchal divine. Right. Because I'm in a place right now with children, right? So now I'm not being, I have to I have to activate something else because I have to tune into another journey in my womanhood that I've never ever experienced before. So now I have to really pay attention to my surroundings, pay attention to, and really trust me. And trust that what I've done, what I've taught my children, because now they're finna go into the world, right? And so now that they're in the world and they're not in my household, I have to make sure that I know how to guide my children and not overpower and over-demand them while they go and be that support that they need for themselves. But I also have to make sure I keep something for myself while I'm doing this because I'm going and evolving in my womanhood.
Yeah, I guess we're talking about two different stages of decision making though. But I'm
talking about womanhood though. That's what.
Yeah.
That's the thing. This society is not about womanhood. It's about humanhood. It's just like the white people was talking about this all lives matter shit. They made it to a whole group, and then Black Lives Matter was a whole completely different statement. Look. What I'm gonna say is just make a statement. I don't want women to isolate themselves away from what our goal is in order to get the self-confidence that they already should have had.
But living in the society that we are in, the society itself puts these different stipulations on everything. You feel me? So we automatically thinking that if we don't meet these motherfucking standards, then we ain't that. So that's something that knocked down the motherfucking confidence. Just as well as you gonna say that, we could say that about the man. You feel me? And the black man and the motherfucking tight ass britches and these motherfucking purses and all that shit there. You feel me?
Look how much energy and detail we doing to talk about something that we already know. It's not about blame.
Right.
We'll never stop blaming each other. That's gonna spend more time talking to each other about things that aren't moving.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not about blaming either.
It's because I know it's hard for black men. Like,
but
it's so hard. Like,
all I'm saying is, it's really hard. We can't say how we should already feel about ourselves when we really just now stepping into our power. You feel me? We just now realizing who the fuck we really are. You know what I'm saying? Because society done already told us that we came from some motherfucking slaves, and that not that we was kings and queens and shit. You know what I mean? All this shit play a part of it, and that shit has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. So it's hard for a motherfucker to just say that somebody supposed to feel like this, or somebody supposed to do this, or we supposed to do that. We can't do that. You feel me? We still trying to get to the level where we supposed to be at mentally.
Right, but not everybody can say that they aren't here or aren't there, because everybody at different levels individually.
Right.
There's people that have been on this shit. People are light years behind, but they didn't have to like dumb down like their level of information intake, because they're around motherfuckers that don't want to take it in until they ready. So we didn't already have to wait on them motherfuckers anyway. So shit, now like we're trying to decide amongst us.
I ain't gonna lie.
Already divided.
It was a couple of. It's been a couple of people that's been around me and was like, damn, I knew you was gonna catch on sooner or later. And I'm like, bitch, I've been around you for 20 years. Why you just didn't tell me?
Because you gotta wanna know. You gotta wanna learn.
Exactly.
The teacher will appear when the student is ready.
Yeah, because I tell my friends like that the whole time. Like, how do you have a whole priestess in your life that can literally do so much for you, and you don't ask for no type of fucking help at all?
Nothing.
And
Nothing.
And tell you little shit and this and that. And then all of a sudden, you know, when shit really goes downhill.
Then you want to come over here. Now you ready to come and get a little bag. Bitch, no.
And it's just like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm still going to help. But it's just
but
like,
of course.
Now I hear that I fucking told you so. No, fuck that. Your ass should have fucking listened.
Yeah.
Like,
how much time we take, like, you know what I'm saying, to acknowledge these things over and over, knowing that these people's behavior before it even happened. We know these things, we see the red flags, we, like, you know what I'm saying, and say, you know what, I love this person, so I'm going to overlook that. But yet, you don't help them condition themselves into the point that where they can be helpful to you. Instead, you would complain about it. You would give energy that, like, you know what I'm saying, that don't move. Or you create scenarios that even create more distraction from both of y'all's overall goal. It should have never left y'all goal. Now it's my goal, it's my kids. They tell you, like, you know, all these different religions. Don't put nothing before God. Well, God comes through the man in the cycle that you're standing from. And then the man get God from a process that he get it from. Don't nobody want to be at where they actually at. Everybody want to do everybody else's job, though. If we doing each other's job, how the machine function, and it need both masculine and feminine energy to run the whole thing. So it doesn't fucking matter about masculine or feminine. It matters if they can fucking work together, because we have something to do. That's the third party that matters. Not your personal look. You could have been born a nigga. You could have been born white. You could have been born anything, but you was born with the fuck you was. Take responsibility for that shit and take pride in doing it. Then you wouldn't have to worry about this whole shit, because you'll be inviting positive energy to you from the jump by doing what the fuck it is a nigga identifies you to do naturally. Are you a natural woman, or you a motherfucking, like, you know what I'm saying, manufactured woman? Figure it out. Then you invite the nigga that, like, you know, is supposed to come to you, because you doing it.
This motherfucker made my head itch.
Duh. Why the fuck would a nigga be attracted to some shit that he, like, you know what I'm saying, identifies as something that's non-functional? If this motherfucker gonna argue every time something go wrong, knowing that there's a 50% chance of me knowing what going right is, why the fuck I'm gonna be around her while I'm making the decisions, and she gonna argue with me every fucking step of the way, and now I got 25%, because now I got half, and I can't motherfucking get the answer, because this motherfucker in my ear. Thank you for not motherfucking paying attention with me, instead of against me.
Oh, but see then too.
Ain't no first place, motherfucker. You get by winning the argument, bro. What up, big boo? The fucker.
But then too, peep game. Cause it's some men that really can't think of for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, some men really need a woman to think for them. Like, I be the problem solver in my relationships.
That's the Aries mentality. You just don't.
No, that's not. But see,
I was like, look, you talking like a whole over there.
No, I be the problem solver in my relationships always. Like, it's not. If we in a relationship, and one motherfucker can't carry the role, a leadership role, somebody got to take that responsibility, right or wrong. And like you said, it don't matter if it's male or female, right?
Right, but see, look, it can't be a competition. If you competing with me in order to who gonna play that position,
I ain't competing with you.
Now, I'm not talking about you though. Just hear me out. In the system where two people got to make one decision, and it always end up at agree to disagree. Did we make a motherfucking movement? No, we went back to zero because somebody don't want to fucking be humble enough to say, hey, you know what? You can catch the interception. I'm gonna go block for you. Let them make the play. Shit, make the play for each other. Y'all, like, man, I'm just gonna say it. I don't want to offend nobody, but it's how I feel. Women are selfish, bro. We selfish, but y'all selfish emotionally. Y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? We know some shit is wrong. Know that the belt is there, and you keep below that bitch anyway. You know women.
Most of the.
Okay, but listen. But see, when you talking like that, because listen, I don't know this. No, but listen, let me tell you something. But let me tell you something. I can say a lot of shit about niggas, but I gotta understand. No, listen, hold on. I can say a lot of shit about niggas, but I don't say a lot. I don't say nothing about.
That wasn't the point of me saying that. I'm not trying to cut you out. What I'm saying is that this is like an example of competition. A person feel that way because that's how they feel, not because they was trying to compare it to how you feel.
No, I thought it was just a bill. It was just a bill.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, look, when a person is telling you about how they feel, listen to them. This is what the fuck men be saying. Y'all don't be listening to us. You be waiting to say what it is you got to say in response versus taking in what we just...
Boy, that's the second time I heard that. A motherfucker told me that. And I thought that hoe was just talking out the side of his neck. Okay. Okay. But no. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, if I come to you with a problem and you look at me like a dumb deer in headlights and say, what you gonna do? That mean I got to goddamn come up with something, right?
But you gotta understand that if you don't like that, why are you in... Okay, listen, and this is all I wanted to say. Hold on.
We've been waiting to say something for how sick I could have thought out.
It's all about the initiative. If you coming to me with the problem, depending on the type of nigga that you with, if he looking at you like, oh, what you gonna do? He not a leader. You gotta lead him. But if you come to me with a problem, okay, we about to figure it out. Or if you got the initiative, if we both leaders, you figured out your problem on your own and you came to me when you solved it.
Okay,
let's talk about there are different types of people, and they're gonna interact how they're gonna interact according to who they are and what you accept from them.
Let me tell you something. This is what I got to say, girl. I get what these niggas is talking about, but listen. I ain't trying to.
I'm here for it, sis. No.
But I'ma toot my shit.
Go on and talk your shit, man. Fuck what Drake talking about. Man, listen.
My nigga come complete. I ain't even gonna hold you. My nigga come complete.
My nigga says green. How many little niggas come like that then?
No, listen, let me tell you something. I ain't never had no nigga come so motherfucking hard as just being a motherfucking solid individual. Like, he don't have to look at me like, what are we doing? Because he already doing it. He's not going to even put us in a situation where that shit is happening. Because he got discipline. And I had to reprogram myself to the type of niggas I was attracted, and had to understand that I was wallowing in that energy. So that's why the fuck them niggas was choosing me, and they was in my motherfucking stratosphere because I hadn't elevated my motherfucking self. So if you don't want to be in that position and have to lead, find you a fucking leader.
Leader, bang bang.
Period. And that was the same thing I was going through. I want to sit down and be a woman. Like, I want.
Please, goddamn. Please let me. Fuck. They will not let you.
Without cheerleading, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, what you're saying is like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You got to make the choice of yourself within yourself before you attract the right person. Like I said. Yeah.
That's what she said.
But that's what I said earlier. It's the same shit.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you too. I agree with you when you said it, nigga. Yeah, the way you said, it's like you getting on the motherfucker ass. You feel me? The way she said it like, turn up, bitch. You feel me?
It's nothing wrong with your love. You just gotta tweak it a little bit for the love for yourself. Because it's not about them, because people are gonna people.
Oh, I already know.
And people are gonna be.
I know.
The example that you're using right now is what I was telling you earlier. Because I even said it before for a reason. Like, it's not about women, what I'm about to say. It's about how I feel. Me loving myself to know what standards I'm willing to accept from a woman. Period. Right. Don't fuck how nobody feel about that. Right. I'm telling you how I feel. If a person give a fuck about me, my love, which is how I feel about myself, and if they love me, they will listen to what I'm saying instead of going, oh, you know what? Well, my love too. Motherfucker, your love come when it's your time. Right now, I'm telling you how I feel. Are you listening?
Yeah, niggas got that problem too, though.
And niggas got that problem too.
In my relationship,
but she just saying. In my relationship, she just saying that everything go both ways.
It's not, because listen, let me tell you, my man is not a talker. He's not a talker, right? And so when I start to open up the expression of communication, right? And I'm like, I don't like this. This made me feel this way. Like, I don't like this. Like, and I don't like this for us. Like, let's do it. And he'll start, well, you made me feel like this 2 weeks ago. I'll be like, nigga, this ain't your motherfucking shit. You should have said it 2 weeks ago. Don't you ever hold no emotion from me. Don't hold it. If you feel away, say at that moment, because that feels like we in competition of a trauma, some trauma shit. So if I said some fucked up shit or did some fucked up shit and I was out of pocket, nigga, tell me so I can fix it because I love you.
My nigga, you sound like a nigga. You sound how like we feel in a situation. Talk to me like I'm a grown ass person and not like, you know what I'm saying, you expecting me to feel. Yeah. Nigga, talk to me like, you know what I'm saying, with options that make sense.
Yeah, like tell me so that I can understand when it happened and how shit boil up.
And this is where a lot of men, like, you know what I'm saying, fucking be trying to, like, get across their women and they just give up. And they some bitches for giving up. But you gotta keep going. It's a mental thing. Look, you can have all the muscles in the world. If your mental ain't strong, you like good as a bitch. You suck. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Your mental gotta be as good as what it is, like, you know what I'm saying, your workout program. Or when you get in the football field, the muscles and shit ain't gonna translate. Mm-hmm. It just look good. Well, I don't need nothing that just look good. I make them shit, that shit cool and everything. What else do you do? Add some value to this motherfucker. And I don't like, you know what I'm saying, try to match it best as I can. But, like, you gotta know what it is I can match before you sit up here and start throwing shit out.
Right. But you know what? When you come into a relationship, this is what I feel like, because this is the most healthy relationship that I've been in. And he don't come with his trauma, and I don't come with my trauma, and we work it out individually. Like he work out the shit that he know he need to work out to be a better man for me, and I work out the shit I need to do because I know I love him. So if I love him, that means I'm watching him, right? And that means I'm watching his energy. And so if it's certain things where I know I'm kind of irritating and frustrating him, you got your space, boo. You okay? Tell me what's wrong. Okay, I fucked up. I'm gonna give you a moment. I'm gonna give you a moment because I know I fucked up. I fucked up. Like, and sometimes I be laughing at that making mad, but I be like, God damn, you did fuck up, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just to acknowledge that, like, I apologize. Like, we don't, like, a lot of times we're not taught in relationships to say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Mean it and make it a practice of apologizing. Right? I make it a practice to, if I fuck up, I'm not going to try to manipulate the situation. I fucked up. Like, right. I fucked up. Like,
your response is rare amongst, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of women. I ain't just talking about from my experience, from my uncles, my dad, my all kind of motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying, there's very few women, like, you know what I'm saying, that have, like, the gumption to, like, you know what I'm saying, accept their shit. They'll pop their shit, but they don't accept it, though.
Yeah, but if you accept it, if you steady popping your shit, you that's arrogance, and that's your ego in a way. Mm-hmm. Because then you saying that I'm above being better.
Right.
And if a nigga try to tell you to be better, then now he being picky, now he nagging, now he all these different things, now he the bitch. When he really, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to, not only by improving your situation, automatically improves his situation. But he know it. He not no dummy.
But that be when that okay, so that comes to a certain point of respect too. Like some people, so a lot of women don't know how to respect men in the totality of their masculinity. Like I respect my nigga's masculinity, like because I know what he go through when he need these doors. I know it's do or die for him. I know when he go outside, he been working on his job for 23 years, 24 years, and it's in corporate America, and it's all white. And I know when he go to work, he sees and hear and see some shit that he wanna bust a motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? I know he go through shit and the pressures of having to maintain like our lifestyle. Like it's sometimes he feels sick. He be sick. He'll get up and go to work. If he ain't gonna do shit else, he'll go to work. And I'm not saying that that's pressure, but that's just him in his manhood. So who am I to not? And I do like emotional tap-ins, like 2 to 3 times a week. I do emotional tap-ins. So I'm asking you, like in your face, you okay? How you feel today? How you been feeling? How you been feeling, boo? You know, while I'm rubbing his back, you know, you been feeling okay? Work been okay? Is there something I can do to make you feel? You know, that's me and my feminine. Straightening up his masculine so that we can go and get this shit, baby. You okay, boo? What's up?
But see what your understanding is, though? How many, like, you know what I'm saying, women at that level of maturity that understand that femininity is a responsibility. It's almost a job.
It is a job.
It is a job. What you mean almost? That's a whole fucking job out here.
But look how many people, like, unemployed, though.
Ooh.
You ain't lying.
Dog. But you know what? You're not lying though, because I got 1,000 homeboys.
And then they blame men for being unemployed, single. Like that shit be crazy to me. They be like, I can't. Black men are this and black. I don't know about the niggas you be around, but I know some solid ass niggas. Like what you talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, I know, like, I got a bunch of homeboys, you know, and I know people that's been married, like, dudes been married for years, you know what I'm saying? And, like, females, like, me, when I'm riding in the car with a dude, my thing is I'm gonna rub in the back of his head, like, that, you know what I mean? Like, I do random shit, you know what I mean? Like, they, like, man, don't do that, don't nobody be, like, what you mean, don't nobody be? How the fuck you got a bitch and she ain't touching on you? What the fuck wrong with these bitches? You know, like...
Everybody should have like a good balance in all the love languages, but some people lean harder to some others. That's what
it's at different times than they like to. And then you gotta understand if he got a problem with him with touching you, it might not be other bitches not touching him, but it might be something internal that he has a problem
No,
with.
I'm saying what has been spoken, not what I'm assuming. Like they like, man, who like
they like it?
Yeah, like on some like it's some tickling shit. Like oh no, hell no. Ain't nobody never jerk back for me.
Yeah, okay.
What?
They embracing it, but they like, dang, like that ain't never.
Yeah, like damn. Yeah, like girl, don't do that. It's like
you remember that fucking scene on Major Payne when the little boy tried to hug him and make him soft and shit.
That shit. Yeah, that type of shit. Yeah, like goddamn.
Look, but you see what there might be some trauma there though. So if a person like, you know what I'm saying, is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, this way like. You know what I'm saying, but you getting too close to them.
Let me find out these hoes be beating them up. Nah, but it's not like on a jerk back. It's like on a damn. Don't like.
You know what I'm saying? It's coming from like, you know what I'm saying, the area to where they don't want to expose themselves to being vulnerable again.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when somebody touches your back and rubs on you in that energy, that can like disrupt a lot of trauma. Because
but that's my goal. You know what I mean? And I don't do it to everybody, but like. I follow my spirit, you know what I mean? I don't just do a bunch of shit, you know what I mean? Like, I know that everything that I need is within me, you know what I mean? So I don't got to have nothing on me to, like, remove nobody energy or to clear nothing, to see nothing or nothing, you feel me? Everything is just straight me, you know what I'm saying? So if I get the urge or if some tell me to touch him on the back, touch him on the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna touch you on your back. I'm gonna rub your shoulders, nigga. I'm gonna say a prayer in my head over you. You feel me? Cause that's what Spirit told me to do. So bring your ass over here, nigga, and let me rub this shit up off of you. Whatever the fuck going on with you. You feel me? It's just automatic.
But you know, everybody is not every man, and this is something else that I did learn, does not deserve that.
I like I learned that the hard way. If you would have told me this last year this time, I would have girl, I would have thanked you. You mean?
Everybody don't deserve that.
Yeah, I know.
Because people are in different journeys in their life, and some people are ready to receive it and even receive those parts of you being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like that, touching people and people being you opening up their vulnerability.
But
sometimes they don't deserve you in that gift. Sometimes people don't even deserve that gift, that type of exclusivity from you.
But like I say, I only move off of Spirit. I ain't just gonna do it to everybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm only doing it when like.
But sometimes
it be automatic.
It be a lot of other motherfucking spirits too. Because I just went and did I just did an Akashic Records reading 2 days ago. I just did an Akashic Records reading. Y'all, let me tell you what this lady told me. She said, you need to chill out. You are in too many places, too much at a time. She was like, you in too many dimensions all of the time. Like how I am in my, I'm so many different places all of the time. So I have to be exclusive with my shit because I have to take care of so much. And so many people look for me for comfort, to a release, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like, people that, like, yeah, I might can do this shit for you, but I can't.
When your birthday again?
September 17th. The lady told me that I was a dark-skinned, green-eyed, handsome, 6'5" black man from Greece in my past life. And then she said that my spirit is a dragon. She said I'm a reptile. It's a dragon. She said I had wings. Cause she asked me, she was like, right now, where are you feeling? Like she was like, you feeling the pain in your back, in your upper back, in your shoulder blades. You feeling that? Like I didn't even tell her that shit. She was like, you feeling that pain because that's where your wings used to be. She was like, you strong, you know how to soar. And when I go and do things like that, like I do a lot of my natal chart readings and shit like that, and I go to my,
all that. Spirit taught me how to do all that shit. I went to the Akashic Records myself. You feel me? And I'm rocking like this because everything you telling me is I seen that shit for myself. You feel me? And I always keep tension right here in my shoulders. Like my shit hard as fuck right now. It's always. Yeah.
I went to 2 sessions of yoga, so I'm starting to go to yoga.
I taught myself yoga.
Because I need to learn how to move that energy in alignment.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here at this house not doing shit, sitting in my motherfucking femininity. Looks like I'm sitting in my femininity, but this energy is stagnant in a bitch. So I gotta get active and do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta get
We need a fucking room on this bitch doing black bitches yoga on some shit or something. You feel me? Nah, for real, because at the end of the day, like, that's how I be up in here, you feel me? I be taking care of my household, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go back to school type shit. And, like, I got cords, I got everything, you feel me? And everything I prayed up on, you feel me? And stones everywhere, you feel me? Them bitches, like, they be falling out the sky, hitting the hole across the head, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit crazy, but it's cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that shit crazy, but it's cool as fuck.
I be sitting up in here like, and so and then the love language for my nigga, like he real smart. Like he self-taught to read the hieroglyphs and shit like that, and write in hieroglyphics. He can understand Arabic. He understands French, because he's Haitian. So he speaks patois. But he don't fight, but he don't have no accent.
I hate that whole ass shit though, boy. Them motherfuckers that speak that shit there, I cannot stand them motherfuckers.
He's speaking to his mama.
I'm talking that shit, but them like my favorite people.
Yeah, it's like
them my favorite fucking people.
Yeah, but he don't got no accent. He talk like you know what I'm saying, like a regular American nigga. But he know how to talk, and when he get into that mode, I be like, what the? So, but anyway, it's just like I know his language is like talking to him about intelligent shit.
I gotta get out this line with you, girl. This shit crazy.
Because that shit make me that make our relationships like stronger because I'm educating myself.
It's Diamond Life Radio, y'all. It's like I'm talking to my motherfucking self on this fucking phone. It's just stupid. Me in this pharmacy, man. Me in the motherfucking pharmacy with Drake, man.
Hey, he ain't no sass, huh?
No, he's a Aquarius.
Oh, that's even better because he well balanced, bitch.
Yeah.
He well balanced. But they crazy too though. Them hoes crazy though. Aquarius is crazy on the other side. You better stay on his good side, girl. If you ever make that man mad.
No. He's not. No. He's a fucking unicorn. This is something like when I tell you, y'all, nigga, I looked at what won the motherfucking lottery. I ain't lying. Say, a bitch like me ain't supposed to have a nigga like him. I swear to God. Like, I don't know where the fuck. Like, I said, oh my God, I manifested this nigga. Because I wrote down after I broke up with my last husband, I wrote down a list of what I want my man to be. I wrote the list down. I said, these motherfuckers, Sierra, you said you had a prayer, bitch. Let's see. Bitch, what the prayer was. So I just wrote down a list because I don't pray, so I wrote down a list of what I wanted my man to be. And I wrote down 42 things, girl, because it was the
4,200.
It was 42 laws of my yacht, so I wrote down 42 things. So it was symbolic, right? So I wrote down 42 things.
And bitch, I got a good 9 things. I don't even need 42 goddamn things. I just need a good 9 qualities. You hear me?
That nigga hit 42.
He's you, basically.
I love him.
That bitch say I love him.
Let me tell you something. I love him because he gave me the grace to love myself.
That's what's up.
Because when I got with him, I didn't love me. I was still fucked up. And he was like, wait, hold up. Why do you allow that type of shit around you? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
I had a motherfucker tell me that shit.
He was like, why you allow that type of shit around?
Damn.
Look at the structure she said, though. Like, the 42 laws of my art is what, you know what I'm saying, it's 4 times what the 10 Commandments is. But, you know what I'm saying, the laws of my art, you know what I'm saying, is a structured system on how one govern themselves with themselves and
other people, right?
It's the same thing, you know what I'm saying, with the 10 Commandments tried to do, but it was general. It only took, I'm saying, certain little subsections, but not the detail that is stole from the Ma'at. Thing is, Ma'at is older than Bible and all these other fucking, you know what I'm saying, they got so many religions from, you know what I'm saying, our early development that it doesn't even matter to have a religion, ultimately.
It don't. It's just a construct. It's a construct to say this is a blue. Some people need that blueprint.
But let me tell you,
people know how to self-govern themselves.
Low key, you know how the Bible say you gotta go to the Son to get to the Father. You feel me? All that shit is just like a stepping stone to get to where you really need to go. Because if you get serious about any religion, you're gonna stumble upon the truth.
You can't, listen to this. I always had this right here, right? I had to be a son before I was a father.
You gotta grow.
7-day theory. With the 7-day theory playing in the background, y'all act like y'all own something on this hoe.
Say, man, they're the same person. The Son is the Father and the thought. The thought describes the Son and the Father's plight to become itself. I am the I am, aren't you?
I know that I am.
I know that I am too. I don't know what they talking about. Y'all, it's Diamond Life Radio, y'all. We in the motherfucking pharmacy tonight. You hear me?
Goddamn it.
In here with Drake, man. Tell the people who you is, man. Stop playing.
Like, man, you already know what time it is. I'm a motherfucking producer, rapper, publisher, but more importantly, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a person about this community, a person, like, you know what I'm saying, that understands our history, but know that, like, you know what I'm saying, our future.
Okay, y'all, I had to go cuss a bitch out real quick.
That was Egyptian king, like, you know what I'm saying, through my motherfucking speech, though,
I ain't even get no shit.
Nah, man, it's Diamond Life Radio, man, but, like, yeah, man, production. I just love my people, you know what I'm saying? I show it through my love language, which is music. So y'all love that shit, you know what I'm saying? You love your goddamn self. Drink Sinatra, motherfucker.
In this bitch, man. In this bitch, man.
Right, I had a little ad-lib in there, but I mean...
The Egyptian come through sliding in this bitch. What's up, bitch? I had to cuss a whole lot.
You know, when I have my little cuss-out scenes, you know, I gotta come back and center myself.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's bad. That's cool.
You know, I'm off the shrooms and shit, so I'm like, I ain't about to let this bitch throw up, but I'm about to cuss this bitch the fuck out, because she got me the fuck up.
Right quick, then back to the normal.
Okay? Eating motherfucking Blanco Keita ass. I just dogged her little musty breath ass.
Oh,
Fuck out.
God.
Like, bitch, you mentioned in my name from cloud. Bitch, get the fuck off me. Bitch, you be in the club spending all your money on bitches like me. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, no. Like, don't ever mention my name for cloud. Don't ever do that.
They got that shit bad too.
So I cussed her the fuck out and then rolled out, and now I'm smoking, about to get in my shower with a chill with y'all again.
Hey,
How you doing?
Like, I don't care. Like, hello? This is a social media app. Like, girl, what are you managing? Please let me know what the fuck you managing on Riff all
And I'm a manage to evict your skinny punk black ass on up out of here today if you ain't got my rent money.
Right, like, how do you have time? You're not up here doing nothing but yelling all day, starting drama. You're not looking for artists. You're not pushing your artist music. You're not doing shit. Sit the fuck down, musty breath. Leave me the fuck alone.
oh, Lord. None of the musty breath is crazy.
Like, hello? The fuck, girl? The fuck hit the motherfucking treadmill, bitch, and leave me the fuck alone.
I hate the dating chaos. It's crazy.
But yeah, like y'all not doing no type of content. All y'all do every day is drama. Get that shit out of my face and don't mention my name in no drama. Cause see, ain't no spiritual peaceful shit. No, cause you the fuck. The fuck. Now I'm back to my peaceful spiritual.
She say, I know I'm all about that peace, like love shit, ho, but I will beat you up.
Like,
Hey, we ain't trying to get out that shit.
y'all bitches already know how I rock in real motherfucking life. Don't ever. Like, I wasn't even trying to stunt because I first got on Riff. I wasn't trying to stunt. My camera was just on, and I hit the ATM. And motherfucker was like, oh shit, you balling, and started giving me gifts. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't be flaunting and shit. Like, that's how your ass get raw. Like, what? So, bitch, y'all motherfuckers were saying for weeks, oh my God, big baller, da-da-da-da. Bitch, you could never say I'm broke, bitch. How is a dancer gonna be broke? If I'm out here as a motherfucking stripper and shit broke, bitch, I'm in the wrong motherfucking
Profession.
field. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I just had to get off my chest. I know I be saying it. I be going back.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here to do. Get these spirits out so we can lighten up our motherfucking life.
Like, oh, y'all see, I was cool in here. I was in my vibe at first. I didn't even want to talk. You know what I'm saying? I was just chilling.
Let me light an incense, y'all. Hold on.
We can't smell the motherfucker. It's gonna be for you.
She said she was gonna be incense for Egypt
Yeah,
and pass her the energy.
And that's what I'm like. And that's why I had to leave their rooms anyway. Like, there's too much negative energy. Y'all just, it's too the fuck much for me.
I'm glad somebody finally said it.
Because, it's the internet, but that shit still transfer energy, bruh.
Man, you know that
People in there, as fuck, right? It's like,
they said that the internet give all the nobodies a voice. Like, they turn all the nobodies into somebody, you know what I mean?
They do, especially if they trying to be somebody.
When I Google y'all name, I don't see nothing. So who the fuck?
Well, bitch, you can Google me. We official, baby. Diamond Life Radio in the building. Check us out online always at www.diamondliferadio.live. Your girl, Big Coil in the building. We in the pharmacy with my brother Drake, man.
Y'all bitches don't even got y'all LLCs. Y'all bitches ain't got shit.
Hey man,
Right. 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 All that shit. Right.
And I hate going at women.
Hey, but it's income tax season. Them LLCs is only $350. Y'all go and get them hoes.
And the thing is, she another Scorpio, so she be dogging everybody out on this app. Bitch, you done ran into another Scorpio, bitch. So, what's up? And you're a Sag. So, bitch, a real Scorpio over here. The fuck? No offense, Sag, but yeah.
That's all good. I ain't gonna trick.
And you don't live with Sag anyway. So, y'all feel Sagittarius? Shit. Like, y'all take out all and then Sagittarius joint.
Yeah. Like a motherfucker.
No wonder why I was working your toes.
What you is?
I'm a Libra.
Oh. You'll fuck with me too then. I'm an Aries. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Libra's lit though. Libra's lit. Like Libra's like one of my favorite signs. Like for real, for real.
Don't come at me, shorty, just because I guess you thought I was a
drink out here, did my hair.
Oh no, bitch. I'm young in the flesh only, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, got back on my hair shit. You feel me?
They gonna tell me they don't agree. If I would have got on camera, y'all really would have been mad, bitch. I'm sitting here in my bra and everything. Like, get on camera, hold up high. Like, y'all.
I ain't got none of them, baby. I'm gonna put on a t-shirt. I ain't got no titties. But I got some ass, though. That voice, I know you had some. Go, calm down. Fuck them old dusty assholes. Calm down. Calm down, big baby. Let me say I am calm.
She trying to get that shit out of her chest.
Good, let it. Hey, get it out. Go on and go.
I don't understand for one, ladies. I don't never say nothing to you, so I already know y'all want so much content, and I've been dogging anybody that come at me on this app. I cuss them out to the point where like ain't no returning, and they can't take it. So you thought you could come at me and shut me down, and no, baby, you could never. Like, hello?
You sound like my daughter, no, baby.
Like, don't try to pick on me because I'm quiet in the cut, baby. You don't do that. Like, and I don't play that bully shit, bitch. Your loud ass. Like, shut up. You don't even got a fucking vocabulary. That's why all you say is bitch. Like, what? Like, bitch, get a fucking thesaurus. Fuck you talking about?
No.
No, but I told this to her. Like, I said all this shit to her. Literally. But, you know, my ending was fuck everybody and fuck them kids. I do not care.
Fuck the kids.
I don't care about me. And them bastards fucking big dogs too be just like your ass.
Hey, like Uncle Bernie say, fuck the kids.
Yeah, fuck the whole bloodline. The fuck?
Damn, that's a guy. See, look, man, this is why you don't have Mars and Pluto on the same goddamn person. A lot of war and death. You need to calm down.
Hey.
That's why I wanted to just listen to the fucking guitar and go in the fucking shower when motherfuckers want to motherfucking summon me and shit. You know, I hit though, I'll be back, y'all. Y'all know some shit about to go down. If I don't just type in the chat and be like, be right back.
Yeah, because, I mean, you didn't say nothing, and then you had disappeared.
Oh, shit. Well, then y'all definitely knew some shit was off. But yeah, I'm not just centering myself again. Like, real stuff is my public.
Girl, you about to maybe have to roll up.
I know, right?
Shit.
Right. They go drop them in the bio. Shit.
I'm lying. I hate rolling up. God damn. I can't wait till I get my bread up so I can be like Snoop. You hear me?
Why you take me like doing sing your break, man? Let me pause, like, you know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to our sponsor, you know what I'm talking about, the Oil and Gas Company. You can check us out, the oilandgascompany.com. God damn it. We're in here with, you know what I'm saying, C-Mo Cash, Miss Dallas, you know what I'm talking about, Hood Blanco, Pharaoh. Impressive and Empress Carly Black, goddamn it, and Miss Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? She's always missing, even when she's not calm down. Just turn the volcano down. This motherfucker, you gonna kill everybody. Don't kill everybody.
Oh no, I am cool.
And I be feeding off for other people energy like a motherfucker. I just had to take a deep breath. That shit sick. Hell yeah, you see me over here. I ain't stopped smiling. What you say, Pharaoh?
I said I hate being an empath.
Man. Man.
Even though, y'all ain't hurt my feelings not a tad bit. Like, I don't give a fuck about y'all for y'all to hurt me over here, but...
Let me cuss you hoes out just in case you think you did something.
Yeah, like, I'm still throwing the fuck off. Like, nah, we ain't about to do that. And I don't mean to come over here and put that shit on y'all.
Egyptian and Empress, because also energy. And that shit, when I start feeling people energy and shit, I can start low-key reading your thoughts. So I started really feeling what the fuck you really saying in between your words.
Yeah, you also have to learn how to control that too.
Actually read your mind at a certain point. So when I start reading people's minds and I get them negative vibes, it's either A, I'm gonna leave you alone, or B, I'm probably gonna beat your ass depending on the
One of the two.
Right, no bullshit.
One of the two. One of the two. One of the two.
Man, Corey Finesse was happening. Right around, you know what I'm saying? This damn, I just shot the room, we was just running through it again. That damn, we in the pharmacy, goddamn, it's forever o'clock. We don't give a fuck what time it is, we here. You know what I'm saying? What do you need? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some information about something, like, you know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
me, you know I got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Put your goddamn clothes on, good shit. Big butt naked ass.
I don't like that. I need to be trying, y'all seen I've been trying to cover myself up.
Ain't nobody studying you shit.
Hey, man, y'all know the conversation about what you are. You just woke up, got shit in your eyelids.
But this motherfucker, he always do is walk around naked all in the fucking camera. And then one night he want to have a shirt on.
Tonight, fuck it.
Wow, they blew my whole little shroom. That was funny, Egyptian.
Hey, but don't let them do it though. You know what I'm saying? See, look, just like the little dude came in here trying to troll this shit earlier. That nigga ain't need no energy. Just like them folks don't need no energy. See, when you went over there fucking with them people that giving them no energy, guess what? You was over here chilling.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. That stank mouth bitch deserved it.
See, what you should
like, she's loud. All she do is yell. All you, you...
Jensen said he had to go and get
that you yell and is so angry on this app all day, every day. You don't have nothing positive to say.
Jensen said she had to jump out the window on her neck. She couldn't pass it up. She had to jump.
She like, fuck it. Bitch, I'm going head first on these hoes.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I wasn't paying it no mind. I was just like in the section or whatever. I wasn't paying it no mind. Then a major said my name and I told her she can eat a bag of dicks daily and fuck you, you dirty bitch. And then that's when
I'm gonna use that one.
Got on stage. And she was like, why she so disrespectful? No, y'all came at me. See, y'all expected those shots. And then I hit way below the belt, baby. I ain't holding back. And y'all wasn't expecting that shit. And y'all throwing the fuck off now. Oh, now I'm disrespectful. Oh, no. Ain't no disrespectful now. Ain't no boundaries to what the fuck you can say back. You can't dictate on how the fuck I react, bitch. Like, who the fuck are you? No, we're not doing that.
Man. Hey, but look, that reminded me about something that I was gonna say earlier, right? When we was talking and we was saying how you was saying how we don't give y'all a chance to communicate or whatever, you feel me? Not saying y'all don't know, point no fingers, but we just talking, you feel me? But what I was saying in my mind, I was thinking like, every time I responded fucked up, it was because I responded to a fucked up energy. Bitch, you should have left that fucked up energy where you was before you said something to me. And if you knew you was feeling fucked up, you should have said, now I'm feeling fucked up right now. Let me go over here and be quiet. Instead of jumping off the motherfucking handle at me. Because when you jump off the handle hole, I'm jumping too. Head first and go.
Go. So once Keita said, bitch, On that motherfucking mic and went off. Like, that was the trigger. Like, I don't like being called names. I told she was a cunt. She was pathetic. She was a stupid ass peasant piece of shit on my shoe. All that. The hell?
What you said, Pharaoh?
I said, nah, I don't like that shit either. Don't be calling me out my name for no reason.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what got me. I was like, you just called me up.
I don't know you niggas. Hey, look, that's something that you niggas be shooting this shit with y'all like that.
But this something that player got, like, you know what I'm saying, our whole community for a long time, though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We look.
We supposed to be above that shit, though, too.
But look, not even just being above it, like we better than somebody, but like just the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, the level of maturity that we at these ages, we should be able to handle what somebody that hate us say. And spit in our face and call us goddamn niggas have to and not give them the energy that they looking for. That's self-control.
I ain't got that much motherfucking self-control. Not that much. Not that much.
Look, this is about winning. This ain't no motherfucking, like, you know what I'm saying, moral victories. I want the W. So look, if a nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, gonna expose his hand like that, he know that I gotta be in his game, because we playing chess. Checkers is the people that is emotional.
I wouldn't give a fuck. If you do anything disrespectful to me, such as spit in my face or anything, see, I already know I couldn't have been alive back in the days.
That ain't what I'm saying. I'm talking about words. She said words fuck her.
Words fuck me up too, though. You feel me? But, and, no, you can say what you want to say long as you over there. If you say what you want to say and you too close to me, I'm going to hit your motherfucking ass. I'm sorry. I still got to work on that part. I ain't never working on it, though.
I cuss out niggas on a regular on Clubhouse. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel bad for it either. Like, you just feel bad.
I don't even cuss people out on social media. I don't cuss people out on social media. I cuss the motherfucker out to their face. Bitch, you play with me on social media, I'm calling your motherfucking phone or I'm coming to you. You not gonna play with me on social media, bitch, because I'm gonna get mad and I can't type when I'm mad. Who? Girl, I don't play no games with nobody cheering.
See, that's where they come from. They come from Clubhouse. So
I don't play no games with nobody cheering.
yeah, they be bringing that shit over here.
What is a clubhouse? Look, what is a clubhouse?
It's not entertainment, content, talent. That shit ain't nothing, bro. That shit ain't nothing but
It's clout. It's called motherfuckers that ain't nobody trying to be somebody that they think they not.
Facebook got enough of that. I definitely don't need that extra shit in my life.
Like, I've been telling people on this app before, straight up, I don't give a fuck what you think of me, bitch. I knew who I was before I got on this app. I knew who I am while I'm on this app, and I'm going to know who I am.
you gotta stop using bitch and nigga. Like, I hate calling men niggas, man. Like, I'm trying to stop myself from doing that.
That's like my everyday language.
But the whole history of that shit used to be celebrated as something different. The white folks, like, you know what I'm saying, at the time period made us hate that goddamn word.
Man, they watered that shit down. They watered that shit down just like everything else.
Niggas, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Kings. Yeah.
Kings. Like, you the ones to stop using that word, so you made us think that it was a bad thing for us to stop saying it. See how, like, call they are with psychology? We haven't mastered that because, like, you know what I'm saying, we are to fuck us up.
Even in the everyday language, we using the words in the wrong terminology. The word nice don't even stem from the motherfucking word meaning nothing good. It means shit. You feel me?
So, yeah, in the context that, like, you know what I'm saying, that is used in. But see what I'm saying? Like, we sophisticated and not understanding for all the words, right? So how can somebody's emotion through words is not, like you said, if it ain't touching me, you say it from over there. You shouldn't even be saying it at all, because why are you around this person? Why are you not around people that's reaching for their higher self? If you ain't reaching for your higher you, why am I fucking with you?
But you know what, Drake, though? Drake, you gotta understand a lot of stuff psychologically that we go through as black people don't necessarily come from trauma neither. It comes from who the fuck we are. Like, a lot of, like, where we come from as melanated people, your word is your bond. Right? Like, we pass down rituals and gain through, like, that's why it's not a lot of history of black people because we didn't write shit down. We didn't scribe.
We weren't allowed to.
No.
I play everything down from
No. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying when we think about the ancient African history that we do know, we know manuscripts from white people in their writing. We didn't have a writing system because we told our stories within our clans, within our tribes. There were rituals that were done, that were taught. You know what I'm saying? Because you had to be a part of something, a community, to get those stories. So we didn't write our shit down. We told it, and it was passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. So that's why words disturb us so bad, because we come from a people where your word is your bond. What you say is what that was. It wasn't us writing our name on no dotted line and signing that or checking no box.
Yeah, she make me.
That's a terms of condition.
Yeah.
Your word has always been your bond, and your words are currency. And a lot of people go bankrupt with their words.
Behind me right here, preach what I've been preached. It's some numbers, right? These numbers is made by angles of the sun. So in the number 1, there's 1 angle, and the number 2, there's 2 angles, 3, 4, so forth. So Phoenix Sun basketball team, right? So in this situation, like you know what I'm saying, these numbers are representation of worshiping and giving value to things under the sun and measurement. Black people wrote these things down. They had to write a lot of it because it's a system.
It was symbolism, right? It was symbols.
But symbols are still wording. It's still a translation.
Yeah. But I'm saying, as far as writing is what we think these white folks writing is, and languages, scribing. We didn't scribe. We had symbolism. We had symbolism that meant certain things. Right. We did not scribe.
Those symbols didn't come from, like, you know what I'm saying, there's like text in the day, right? You see these youngsters, they got these little short words, this and the other. This is the progression of those words being broken back down into symbols. But that's where it came from. But that's what also, like, you know what I'm saying, had to be built up to as well. You don't understand angles without understanding words. It's like people that write the Bible. How you, like, the Bible didn't, like, hit the ground and just start growing trees and wolves and shit. It ain't how that shit work.
It was 900 years. It was 900 years.
Somebody had to have education in order to learn how to write before they could write. So in other words, they was already schooled prior to them writing their book. You see what I'm saying? So where, like, none of the people in the Bible read the Bible. Why? Because they were scribing down what happened. Subscribe to that channel, and you'll understand that, like, everyone here has been a scribe. Black, white, Indian, all of them. They got black people that's a part of.
But you know the first people to scribe. Yes, they were. Yes,
y'all made me so motherfucking proud. Just so y'all know, y'all. It's Dumb Like Radio. Big Carl in the building, y'all. We on the pharmacy right now, man.
Americans were the first people to scribe and have a written language. They were the first people to scribe and have written.
Those are the ones that we recorded. What I'm saying is, there's a time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was the ones that were documented.
Sumerians didn't become Sumerians. Yeah, look. Those are.
I like you, Pharaoh.
If a people have a name, then, like, you know what I'm saying, that means that there was time that took place for them to develop it. So no Sumerians with no first writers or nothing, because you can't write the whole thing as Sumerians. There was a person that, like, you know what I'm saying, had to describe their situation and what it was going through, and they didn't have a wording system in order to do it. It wasn't the people that did it. It was the individual who went through it first. You gotta go show it on this board. In order for you to understand these words and shit, you gotta understand what's under the angles of the sun. That's why, like, that was the first currency. The angles of the sun was the numbers. This is phonetics, Latin phonetics. They always been writers. They're the best writers. To this day, it runs through my blood. Ain't got nothing to do with, like, you know what I'm saying, what they expose you. Half of the stuff that we find on the internet and research is propaganda that was put there for you to find. So
I get what you're saying. Like, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying, as far as how we were able to negotiate shit, wasn't signing your name on no fucking dotted line or checking no terms and condition box. Your word was your bond. So if you said that you was this, then you was that. Period. And I think people these days, they don't understand the value of their words, because they shit fall on unfertile ground, because they don't manifest shit with their words. So you gotta understand, when you messing with people that don't value their words. So if I tell you I'm a solid nigga, and then I do some broken, fucked up shit, I done broke my motherfucking bond. Right. So I done lied to you, and I done lied to my motherfucking self. And a lot of people lie to themselves on a daily basis. So when they lie to you and they say certain shit to you, and they just feel like they gotta go off on you on just some fluke shit, I don't know react, because I'm a reactor. Like, I really don't initiate shit. Even when I be on Clubhouse, I don't initiate shit. Like, I'm gonna jump off the motherfucking window on your neck, though. Like, you play with me. So, but like, because I mean everything that I'm saying to you, I mean that shit. But you gonna catch these jokes, though. You gonna catch these jokes. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying ultimately, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Your word is God. God is the word. That's what they tell you in the Bible and anywhere else. If you don't have no word, you don't have no God. So if your words don't match up to anything in this reality, then like I'm saying, that you using God's name in vain because it don't have no purpose. So when a nigga just be talking about yang, he don't believe in no God. He up here misleading himself in order to mislead you. Eventually he gonna fall, like you know what I'm saying, through the flow because he didn't have no foundation to begin with other than the truth that he began with. So shit. Yeah, your word is God. Yeah, your word is like, you know what I'm saying, your honor and respect and everything to it. But people done lost their love for God. They lost their love for their own words. They don't even believe in their own. They'll go through a whole other religion in order, like, you know what I'm saying, to worship themselves, not knowing the whole fucking time that they was the one they was looking for.
The whole time. The whole time.
Look, all of us at the same time contribute to the power of God. Let me just say that first and foremost. Whether you a good person on your side or a bad person on your side, or you both of them motherfuckers, which all of us are, you contributed to how this story was written about what happens when the words of God enter people who are experiencing a time on this earth under this motherfucking sun, moon, and stars. They say in the Bible that heaven consists of a sun, a moon, stars, and the firmament that let you know what the fuck you are, first and foremost. That's a solid thing, because the words, God didn't make the world. God put words on the things in it. I'm A through Z. Alpha and Omega mean A through Z. That's the alphabet, fool. So if that's the case, and everything in this world been named by the alphabet, then who is God? All things, including you, motherfucker. But look, don't thank God no hodo. God done went to war, and like you know what I'm saying, the motherfucker killed whole fucking people, all the names in the motherfucker. Just cuz.
Yeah, that be that God in me, because I be telling people, like, listen, I can bring a lot of chaos. Quit playing with me. Like, chaos come with me. Because with God, there was always chaos. But that's the beautiful part of it. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't nothing wrong. It ain't nothing wrong with exercising your right to your motherfucking power. Sometimes motherfuckers gotta be... No, for real. Sometimes motherfuckers just gotta feel it because it's exercise for me. Sometimes it's exercise. Like, it's a duality that we have to have a polarity. Like, we have this higher self and this lower self. Yeah, like we are like a being, like we in this avatar, this body, but this soul been here for many times.
Millions of years.
Since the beginning of time.
It's the same energy that's running through all of us.
Yeah.
The energy is using these bodies to act out what it actually do if it was alive. Nothing but the one having the experience.
Look at y'all. Y'all so fucking smart on this motherfucking line today, goddamn. God damn, man. I'm in the pharmacy full of lab techs on y'all. Man, listen, it's Diamond Life Radio, y'all. We in the motherfucking pharmacy.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, appreciate Carly Black, like, once again, having us live on this motherfucking goddamn. You already know what time it is. Frank Sinatra. I'm here with Simo. You know what I'm saying? The honorable Miss Dallas. I mean, the Bronx just came in the building. You know what I'm saying? Celia and this motherfucker. Corey Finesse, Egyptian. I'm glad she calmed down. You know what I'm saying? We love her, goddamn. Honey Blanco, or Hood Blanco, goddamn, and spitting the goddamn the truth from, like, you know what I'm saying, her perspective and my perspective. We all been blending our information to make something we can all understand. It's medicine, man. People can just communicate with each other's medicine to the soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? With yourself, you can't heal with your people. You can't heal with your people. You can't heal yourself. It's all, like, you know what I'm saying, a give and take situation. Love yourself, like, you know what I'm saying? Heal yourself. And help others heal themselves. And this medicine. Pharmacy.
You sound like a Kendrick Lamar skit from To Pimp a Butterfly just now.
Because it's a drink skit, nigga. I thought y'all niggas knew. This motherfucker with Carly Black on Diamond Life Radio, man.
Come on, man.
But nah, we just in this whole having a good time, man. I ain't even like playing no goddamn music, man. We'll get to that good time. Yeah, this is good. have these conversations, like, you know what I'm saying? So we need to, like, challenge the things that's difficult for us to handle, not the shit that we can handle so easily. Handling the difficult shit, like, you know what I'm saying, put us in position in order, like, you know what I'm saying, to cycle through whatever our issue is, to be able to respond faster, to do better, to, like, reach our higher self. You should be always reaching for your higher self. Or what you doing?
Yep, and it's okay to be in conflict with you. Because that means you growing, you shifting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that means you getting uncomfortable.
Say, my nigga, I got a song on my album called Stagnant. Hey, it's talking about just that thing. The person that's getting comfortable is not growing. You ever seen a motherfucking person that ever was successful be comfortable just sitting in his own motherfucking...
Yeah, you should always be aiming for something, a different level of success, whatever that look like for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, success is only what you say it is, right? And you can only be as successful if you prioritize those areas of success on which you think is a priority for you.
But also within, like, you know what I'm saying, the reasons of the equation that you're in. You cannot, like, you know what I'm saying, do anything in life about success if you don't identify all the variables in your equation. And you can, like, you know what I'm saying, pick out all the good shit and something and say, hey, I figured it out. And then they come out and they be wrong. You be like, why? Because you didn't add everything. Be honest with yourself about your equation, but nigga, you'll get to a real answer. Or at least, like, you know what I'm saying, something that makes sense of why you don't have the answer. That's what the pharmacy shit is about. That's why I say come as you are. We can't help you if you ain't, like, if you lying to your motherfucking self.
Right. If you ain't gonna admit that it's a problem, we can't help you.
Fuck all that. Come as you. It's like, oh yeah, but I got my bonnet on. Well, bitch, come in the bonnet. Hold it. What the fuck we doing in here? What the hell going on? Same thing. Like, we don't give a damn how you look. Like, it's unimportant. We ain't here to take you out. We here to take you in.
That's society. That's societal shit. Like, you gotta understand what places you is and when to let that shit go and then when to let it flow. Sometimes you just gotta be in flow of yourself and just be like, okay, I could this cause understanding like this, being on this app, like, y'all swear to God, like, dude, the best thing that happened to me is therapy. I get to talk about shit that in the comforts of my own space, of my own time, about shit that be in my mind. A lot of people are scared of their voice.
Yeah. It's like a singer though, right? I've been listening to some of these singers. I be trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, get to find their voice or whatever. It's like, yeah, then I be looking for it and da-da-da. I say, listen to yourself. What you sound like right now? That's your fucking voice. Accept yourself. Yeah, but I think that they might think it's about me. Is that your opinion about what you think their voice is going to be? What's going to translate to them? You got to accept the things about you, or you'll never be able to reach, like, the things that you're capable of, because you don't know where you at. Find out where you at, man.
Yeah, find out where you at, and you can find out where you need to be.
Yeah, at least for the time being, because it's going to change again.
Mm-hmm. But you'll be ready. You're going to be ready, though. You'll be ready. You'll stay ready. If you stay ready.
In a situation where you're the most prepared, you can still lose. Knowing that keeps you, like, you know what I'm saying, humble. You gotta be humble to that, like, you know, that's why they're talking about fear God. Like, you know what I'm saying, they don't necessarily mean have, like, fear that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you scared, but fear is if you understand that things will kill you, motherfucking ass, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, make good decisions. You're accountable for them now. Everything that you're doing is a lie. When you die, you really lie. You really die. You don't come back, motherfucker. You die. You dead. You get one life. The spirit might carry on in your words with people that remember you and carry on, like, you know what I'm saying, because the spirit don't belong to you necessarily anyway.
And people that don't, but a lot of people are scared to live, so they don't understand death. If you're not living, you affected by death. Death don't affect me. Like my son's father is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, like, was supposed to have crushed me, and I was like, damn, why I didn't mourn that shit right? And I'm like, because I understand that his spirit's still here whenever I think of him, whenever I speak of him, as long as I keep his name alive and I speak it, he gonna always be here. So I make like it was so crazy, y'all. I named my son for him. Like, and I wasn't going to. Like, I wasn't going. Like, that nigga had me fucked up. He was like, name my boy after me. Name my boy after me. I'm like, nigga, no. You not even motherfucking here, nigga. No, I'm not naming my baby after you. You not here. Because I was in San Antonio and he was in Dallas. And so I was like, I'm not naming my baby for you. Boom. I named my son after him. And, like, he got killed a year and a half later. So every time I say my son's name, I'm invoking his daddy.
Yeah. But, you know, we had this conversation a few days ago. about the spirit and what it is. The spirit is like what you feel about, like, you know what I'm saying, situations, about people, about things, about memories. That's what's always here. That's the connection. Usually, like, you go to the high school football games and shit, they be like, we got spirit. Yeah. They just talking about how they feel in order to, like, you know what I'm saying, push their team to get over the hump when they might be the underdog. They might not have the strongest players or the fastest motherfuckers, but the spirit will reach out inside of you and grab an energy out of you called heart that'll push you past your opponents. That spirit thing, like, you know what I'm saying, is not something that you can really measure because it's unlimited. How you feel about a person even though they're not here. How you feel about a situation even though the odds might be completely against you. Your spirit is what's going to guide you through things when the math don't add up or when you don't have the material. You need your spirit. That's the only thing the government can't control. They can try to break that motherfucker, but it's up to you in order to resist.
That's why we in a never-ending war right now, because it's just a battle for control over spirits and minds.
Yeah, but look, it's supposed to be though. Where there's peace, there's war. Where there's war, there will be peace. It's a part of the same cycle to keep energy going. Because we don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, when we don't die. We don't know when the human race going to change forms and never be here no more. But we know that it's possible. We've been seeing motherfucking things die and not come back. Tyrannosaurus Rex will never be this motherfucker no more. I guarantee it. Dodo bird, out of here. We're trying to make it to where the human bird or human race is not in that category.
But I believe that civilizations have come, and I think time is illusion. I think that a lot of the time scales they giving us is really distorted and fucked up. And I feel that a lot of this shit been civilization and the earth reforming and rebuilding. Like, you know what I'm saying? We look at cities like Atlantis and shit. We know that they existed and we know that they were melanated people. But we don't get that those artifacts and shit. They got that shit in the Vatican. They don't want us to know.
The Vatican, like, you know what I'm saying, is people that hold the information to your soul. To the aliens, all kind of shit that they're interested with, they ain't had no business touching.
Yep.
But I hear about people, like, you know what I'm saying, actually interested in engaging in the information.
Yeah, they call you crazy. They call you crazy when you talk about shit like that. When you talk that real shit that really affect us, that shit that's really yours, they don't want to hear. Yeah.
But it's a thing, though, like, you know what I'm saying? Those things are really affecting us in real time that you can go look it up in a public record and it's still there. It's like they don't give a fuck that you know. They'll still beat your
These motherfuckers in the government sat there and said that they have had interactions with alien life forces and niggas don't give a fuck.
That's not important.
Like, that shit crazy. I'm like, niggas, do y'all know what these motherfuckers are saying? They are saying.
But they saying some shit that we already knew. We already knew that shit was existing. The way I see it, like, my grandma would say, like, one or two motherfuckers might be lying about that shit, but everybody ain't lying about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, y'all telling us something. What, now we really know that we can't trust you bitches, and that ain't no telling what else you hoes been lying to us the way I see it. That's the only thing that them saying that let me know.
Inside everybody in the room, people just came in the room. Miss Yachty just came in the room. You know what I'm talking about? What's up, Miss Kitty, Bump, Lucilia? You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's already been here, man. Thank y'all for giving y'all energy. You know what I'm talking about? You know where we at. We're the pharmacy. Drink Sinatra. Yeah, man. She said I'm staying tonight. She come on through. Bring your pillow. Hello. Yeah. Bring a pillow and a cigarillo. It's goddamn overnight stay in the pharmacy shit.
Look, I'm over here with my cards and shit. Like, I'm over here with my motherfucking dick.
Oh, Lord. Leave the folks alone.
Nah, like, I got my motherfucking dick over here. I got my... Where the fuck? Look, let me see.
Yeah, man.
Y'all, this a beautiful dick. Look at that shit. It's my oracle dick.
You want to do me a reading real quick?
That's I've been looking for some fucking black decks. This deck is everything.
I have a lot of different decks, but I love this.
Oh, y'all pulling out decks? Let me get mine. Hold on.
pull my shit every day. And then write my shit down how I feel.
Yeah. So y'all would though, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't do the tarot, you know what I'm saying? You not open doors to those souls.
No, this is not a tarot deck. This is an oracle deck. This is an oracle deck.
How you doing, that play? What's going on? How you doing, that play?
Hey.
What's the oracle deck?
An oracle deck is designed by most of the time a priestess or somebody that's of an order, right? And so each the deck, huh?
A priestess named the tarot deck too. She just named it that, and I get what she's saying.
But the tarot deck had the same type of cards in there. You got the same cards in every tarot deck, where your oracle decks might have different cards that mean different things. You gotta learn that.
Hey, like right here.
Yeah, I'm putting go on the handle that. Listen.
Look, like right here, I got some moon. I got a moon deck. You feel me?
Ladies, respectfully, I know y'all don't know me, but look here. Let me tell y'all something about that. What y'all got going on. You feel me?
Here we go.
Let me tell y'all something about what y'all got going on. I'm gonna be real respectful about it, okay? No disrespect. It ain't nothing but love. Look, women need to stay in their motherfucking place and men need to find theirs quicker. And what I'm telling y'all is we out of order right now. Okay? There's men and women that ain't shitting on nobody but the black family. We need to get our shit together. Okay? No disrespect to the cards, but come on now. Y'all gotta get your own platform for this. I'm just being honest with y'all. And this is bump.
We not advertising or nothing, you feel me? We ain't doing none of that.
I didn't take it as advertising.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's the spirit. You know what I mean?
And they're nothing but tools.
Yeah.
I use them as a tool because I am God. So for me,
yeah.
it's a tool that I use.
Well, by you saying you is God, that's like, listen, Malcolm X said a beautiful thing that he got killed for. He said, as black people, if we leave our belief, our morals, our belief and our religion at home, at the table, as black people, we're going through the same thing together, then we'll be able to get somewhere. When you bring up your religion and your belief system to the table, we'll always be divided and respectfully. I came over here to see my brother, and I ain't seen him in a long time. Y'all pull out the cards. I gotta come to your platform and talk about that, because I'm not gonna talk about that over here. Respectfully, if y'all could, let's enjoy ourselves and put that shit up.
I want to stay in the human realm of damn self. Like, I don't want to, like, dig in the history and thoughts of people who, like, are not supposed to be opening these doors in the first place. But that ain't, like, that's a whole spiritual understanding. I don't want to, like, put it in this room because, like, I know what it do. It's a two-way portal. And some people, like, their spirit is not strong enough, the whole, like, was in them cards. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to invite that in it, like, just because, like, that's not what a pharmacist is. We got to put together things that, like, that make sense for our people in this world, the spiritual world, like, I'm going to leave it to them. We're going to be there one day, so don't even trip. We ain't in no rush. I don't even need to know the future.
And I promise you, I'll come to your platform and we can rap about it. Yeah. And I'll protect myself, I promise you.
And I know the respect, because you already know, like, I'm coming with the first and foremost respect. Like, when I meet you, I respect your name. So, like, it ain't about that. It's just about, like, what it represents to other people. Like, they're not into it necessarily. And me personally, like, I know what it is. I really just don't want, like, the portals around me opening or people to know shit I don't want them to know. And vice versa. That ain't their business.
Say what you said, big dog. Man, it's the seeds, right?
You already know what time it is.
Yeah, you ain't saying nothing wrong.
Yeah, man, don't shit stop, just with my people, discussing to discuss. Like, having a good time doing it. Like,
I ain't know what I walked into, but it's all good. Beautiful black women, by the way.
Yeah, y'all know what we look like, man. Goddamn, we make the skin not stretch. That's what the hell we do.
That's But respectfully, ladies, thank y'all for listening. I greatly appreciate it.
I ain't fucked up by it, sir. I already know. Before you even asked, I was like, you know what? Let me just go on it. You feel me? Because I don't even pull cards for people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do none of that, you know.
This for me, like even when Pharaoh had asked that, I didn't even answer it because I don't pull for other people. This is not for nobody but myself.
I appreciate you and respecting the environment of people, you know.
Heck yeah.
We don't want to discomfort anybody in here, like, you know what I'm saying, behind the thing. It's like, I don't mind nobody having a separate belief, but I'm not going to try to force mine on you either.
Yeah.
To do, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no evangelist or nothing. I'm just a nigga that has this understanding, and I can appreciate
you. You is the evangelist, nigga. You is. I started to call you that earlier. I started to call that nigga that earlier, but I didn't say nothing. You bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I'll come to your church, nigga. You bullshit. I gotta work on not saying nigga too, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just my everyday terminology. I don't mean no disrespect to nobody. You feel me? Bitch and nigga is like, I mean, that shit don't matter to me. Like, even if my man called me a bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm the best bitch you know, nigga. Fuck.
Where you from?
I'm from Hempstead, nigga. Hempstead, Texas, by Prairie View.
Okay, where you from?
Huh?
Where you from?
I'm from Dallas, Texas. Well, I'm from San Antonio. I live in Dallas.
Y'all heavy with that shit down there too. And I'm trying not to bring it back up, but y'all a little heavy. I'm from the South. You feel me? And I'm not understanding. Now, what y'all need to research, why is y'all pocket way more heavier than the South? Like, New Orleans the only closest thing to y'all to get down like that. The whole southern region ain't like that, you know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you, I came up on my personal spiritual journey, you feel me? I was led by spirit, like, you feel me? I prayed to God, you feel me? Don't like, to the most high God of Jesus, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the Christian church, you feel me? But studying religion and finding out the truth about Jesus, what led me to the truth on that part, you feel me? And it's just my personal understanding, you know?
That's cool, and I followed you and Hood, and I'll definitely come to y'all platform and chop it up with y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not pulling no cards in public, sir. I don't do that.
We ain't gotta pull a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, but my main platform is www.diamondliferadio.live.
Yeah. Hey, man, type that in the chat.
Ah, goddamn. Okay.
Hey, man, I can't do it for you, goddamn. You know how to spell your goddamn name. You, goddamn. I'm not. But when Drake started talking about opening up portals and things of that nature, we can rap. You know what I'm saying? And we can rap. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, ladies. I definitely do. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate y'all. I do. I just like the respect, though, like, you know what I'm saying, that was given in return. Like, a lot of people, they're like me, oh, no, they're trying to turn up and make this whole situation.
Who?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this area, this whole space is for people to be able to talk about difficult things without, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Making it about each other. It ain't about us. It's about us learning. It's about us growing. And it's gonna be challenges. How the fuck you gonna grow? You ain't see your mind that challenged by nothing.
Right.
Nah, prepare to challenge your mind. We ain't here to sit in your fucking comfort zone to hear you whine about the shit. Fuck you. We got shit too. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, growth is our objective. You know
Oh shit.
The mother drugs. Knock this up out the room.
No, I didn't.
What's going on, Miss Kitty? Goddamn. Yeah, look, you ain't by yourself, Carter.
Huh?
You ain't by yourself.
Who else?
Miss Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro.
I'm back.
What up, big dog? When your birthday, G? Man, yeah. So, you know I came over here to holler at you, right? Come on with me.
Where you been, Bob?
I feel like you part of the team right now, Drake. Goddamn.
He just asked you when your birthday was, man. That's it.
Drake in here like he playing spades, and he ain't telling me who this partner is right now. Man. I ain't playing no spades. I had cards. I be calling. Hey, I don't never
been doing, man?
You know what I'm saying? A couple of projects here and there. You know, I'm making tracks in the room. It's another thing too, man. If y'all looking for track and y'all serious about some shit, you gotta make them hoes in the same day. Play with me. I dare you to.
I need a podcast intro.
You ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's discuss it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Behind DM doors, and we'll make some business happen.
Yeah.
If that's with you.
Okay.
I'm talking about, like, you know, anything that you can ask for, I'm capable of doing it. And I ain't capable of doing it, I know some niggas that is, that we can get to, like, you know what I'm saying, make it happen. That's how this whole pharmacy, like, our deal come together anyway. We're here to help each other, and everybody here got resources. We just don't know what they are.
Yeah, because I'm finna start taking this platform shit. I'm finna take it somewhere. I'm finna take this shit with some black women talking about they feminine. Like, let's talk about how we can make women be better. Let's adjust some crowns. Because I feel like this nigga Kevin Samuels don't qualify to tell now woman nothing. It should be where women are receiving crown adjustments from other women.
Let me tell you something about that though.
Because he don't be lying. Some of the shit he said, he not lying. In the context of which he talking about, he's not lying. But he don't qualify to tell us the shit that we need to be telling other sisters. And we need to be in a place where we can receive that from a sisterhood. And sisterhood, like, black women are the most vicious to one another. You know what I'm saying? So
you wanna know why? Because you ain't supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying, that with one another. They made a counterpart for you. See, look, like, I don't have no problem with, like, you know what I'm saying, women supporting women in the fact that they supporting our race. Because there's a whole nother man side to it. You want to make something for your people. That's the only way to balance out women. You can't balance them out by themselves and they in condition with men. You have to do it collectively, or you defeating the purpose.
Because, too, what I learned about women is, regardless of what woman is up there giving whatever advice or saying whatever, that woman is gonna look at it as like that lady talking down to her. That lady is speaking to her. You feel me? Like, most women not even gonna be receptive to even listening to something that another woman saying about upgrading themselves simply because it's another woman saying it. That's the shit that women need to hear from men.
Right, and my message is women need to stay in their motherfucking place.
But that ain't gonna translate.
I don't know what that means.
I got a question. I was gonna ask him, what is staying in a woman's place?
Hold on, let me finish the sentence. When a man, when a woman in her place, a woman needs to stay in her motherfucking place, and a man needs to find his quiver. And what I mean by that, if a man is in his place, woman has no other place to go. She has nowhere else to go but to get in her place. So when I say that,
Shout out to you, brother Bump in this bitch. You hear me?
at the end of the day, like, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all just told me a lot about y'all stuff that I love saying that woman needs to stay in her motherfucking place. Some women get all outraged, crazy, and all that old type shit.
No, I want to know what. I mean, because I know what I feel like a woman's place is. You feel me?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I was just asking because you said it. That's fine. I know what my place is. Like, so that doesn't do me nothing
At all. I can't wait to get in my motherfucking place. You feel me? Fuck. I'm tired. A bitch is tired.
Because it's a lot of niggas that use that in your place shit as some commandeering, like, they need to go get a slave type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked, like, what do you mean in your place? And I just wanted clarity. That's it. I just needed clarity so I can know to take you seriously or not. Because I wasn't gonna go back and forth with you anyway, because that's not my place. I don't even go back and forth with my nigga. You feel me?
I can't go back and forth with no woman that's a losing.
I can't argue with you.
I can't argue with you.
But at the end of the day, like, what I'm getting at is, our issue as a black family is, us as a family, we can never go, it's the women problem, it's the men problem, it's the black family.
We said that earlier. Dre said that earlier.
And that's what I'm getting at, like, really, like, I say it like that, but what I really mean now is, like, we really got to get ourselves together and know our place. And the men, we got to step up, really. You want to say first, cool, but we got to really get our shit together, man, and get the white boy out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime we got a problem with our woman, the white boy gives her so many buttons she can push. It ain't her fault. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie though.
On the contrary, though, like you know what I'm saying, women be knowing, like you know what I'm saying, the button they can push too, and if they should have the advantage, they'll take it.
But that's because we taught to use those buttons. So that's why it takes like that because we're taught to use those buttons. Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
Like I said, a lot of times. No, listen, like I said,
I was taught different.
I'm not the friend, like I told y'all earlier. I'm not the friend where you can come talk about your baby daddy to me. I don't want to hear that. Like I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
We don't want to go, like, you know what I'm saying, too far outside the subject, though. Who taught the women that? That's what he's saying.
Society, yeah.
The white boy, like, gave you the system in order, like, to work.
And other women, our grandmothers, our mamas, they was not in the...
They're not in control of nothing. They don't have no authority. The people that told them they could, they give them authority, is what I'm trying to tell you.
I can tell you this, though. But she's saying... I'm gonna tell you what I feel like she's trying to say. You feel me? Because listen, god dang, Drake. What? Okay, well, I'm gonna say from my point of view. You feel me? Like I was given those buttons to push too, and I done been put in different situations where I should have been pushing the motherfucking button, but because I was raised different, you feel me? We ain't finna push them buttons. We finna go on and handle this shit between us. You feel me? And you not finna play with me after this because you gonna know what's up.
Hey, and what I'm saying is, y'all are all right. Them buttons was put there, they call it the Willie Lynch when Willie Lynch didn't exist. But at the end of the day, take that big black brawly ass man out there and sacrifice him in front of everybody. Rape his wife in front of him.
Rape him in front of them.
Make his daughter, make that wife. Tell his daughter.
Y'all fuck them crackers. We better than them. I don't give a fuck about them crackers. I'm better than them.
Look, you can't live that way.
I'm better than them motherfucking white boys. You feel me? My nigga my nigga stand up. Look, listen, I done seen my nigga stand in a room with a whole bunch of crackers, and he a big ass nigga, and he got a growly ass look. I done seen white boys cower when my nigga walk in the room, and then they remember, oh, I got white privilege, and you try to stutter step and try to get up to him, but you still can't reach that nigga, because I'm telling you I love my nigga.
Okay, so
that's how I let it think. What I'm saying is that everybody not in that situation to love that nigga that 6'5", brawler, 280-pound motherfucker when they got, like, you know what I'm saying, real motherfucking hungry ass niggas ain't got no job, ain't got no nutrition, let alone being 6'5".
And they don't need to be in no relationship either until they get their shit together.
So basically, like, you know, so the nigga that's successful can only have relationships. Let's be realistic.
No, I know that's what I listen. See, and this hold on, I gotta put my book down. This is where the shit get cricket, right? because the man is always gonna be the hunter, right? Like the man is gonna always see what he wants, and he gonna choose. He gonna choose who he gonna be the right man for, right? But sometimes men don't even qualify to choose because they haven't cultivated themselves, but they want to be the head and the lead of something that they're not even the head and lead of themselves. So how are you gonna lead me? No, how are you gonna lead me if you can't even lead your motherfucking self? So a lot of niggas don't even need to be in a relationship with women, and a lot of women need to be cutting off access to niggas that don't qualify to be in relationships. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that a lot of women too are damaged. They don't need to be in relationships.
Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? Look, what I'm saying is this.
Because they don't even love themselves.
Well, they love themselves or not. The options that, like, you know what I'm saying, they put them in this room. It came from somewhere else. It is a system. The motherfucker is designed to have you do what you thinking and what you doing.
Right, and I get that.
But look, even in your development and understanding as you speak right now, do you know that it derived from what it is they already planned for you to respond like?
Okay, so once I know that, then I move different. So then I teach my children different. I teach my daughters different so that they don't have to know. They can understand the signs and trust themselves. Huh?
Look, it's like...
Because I'm not learning for myself. I'm learning to teach my children. Because I'm learning to break
the seal. But you got to learn for yourself. Teach your children. So
and that's what I'm saying. I
to it.
No. I am learning from myself because right now my situation is different. Well, I can sit here and say, okay, this is where I went wrong. I can sit in that, and so I can sit in that, and I can change who I am, change the trajectory of my future and my bloodline and my lineage, so that we have different traditions. We have
I guess all I'm
different.
saying with all the examples is that it's gonna be different for everybody to do the same question that you're being asked. How to get out of your situation is isolated to you. When it deals with other people, they have their own situations that affect, like they are.
And men, I think that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of men. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Men that are not in the position to even take care of themselves.
Who are you giving the position is what men saying. Who the fuck is you?
Who the fuck are you?
They're not in the position to take care of themselves. They don't need to be procreating. They don't.
I mean, y'all on the side.
Okay, if a man not ready, no.
The numbers dictate that, like, you know what I'm saying, per unit, it don't sound like nothing that
I'm just giving a solution, right? I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about where we at because I know where we at because I'm a black woman and I'm in it. I'm living it just like you are, brother. So for me, it's like, what's the solution? What is the solution that I can offer? Okay.
You say, look, this is the
problem. Okay, so you want to give a solution?
Can I say something?
Give a solution.
Look, I got no problem with that. Check this shit out. You're in the pharmacy, my G. What I'm trying to tell you is, like, you know what I'm saying? You talking about an individual situation and a whole situation in the same, like, you know what I'm saying, outlook. You can't do that.
Give a solution.
Hold on. I'm giving it to you. It takes patience to give these solutions. They wouldn't come about, like, you know what I'm saying, when I was just thinking about it right now. They came about it through my life experiences, other people's life experiences, conversations just like these. So, like, you know what I'm saying, our patience to listen gives us more information. Let me give you some information. You know what you know already, so you don't have to argue. What I'm saying is ultimately, like, you know what I'm saying, there's another side to what you're saying that, like, you know what I'm saying, you got to consider before you start accepting the way that you're choosing to approach the situation with this me attitude. Everybody not in your situation. So in this explanation, you can't give it a general answer because it's going to be different for people that look just like you. So everybody not going through the same motherfucking struggle. Some of them going through different levels of this shit. Like they say, there's levels to this shit. So the generalizer say this is what women should do, this is what men should do is wrong off the jump. Because individually, those things don't, like being a man don't affect the man the same way. Being a woman don't affect the woman the same way. So you can't even put them in that box. Individual, like you were saying, you gods in your own world before you become a man, a woman, or a person in society. You have to know what your spirit is to start from that, truly, in order to get to those places. Because that's like, you know what I'm saying, the actual origin. It's the 0 point to where you know that you there, whether you at the bottom of the goddamn flow or you at the top, like, you know what I'm saying, where you getting ready to fall from. Because you're coming back down. We can't get too high in our pride and too high in our motherfucking wants and entitlements and shit and thinking that them other people that ain't worthy of making a decision ain't worthy of, like, you know what I'm saying, don't match up to our expectations. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check yourself at the door with this shit. You talking about respect? That's where the respect start. Nigga don't respect me. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. And I hope you feel the same way. So that way we can meet on the grounds of respect. But the what you were talking about, like, it's gonna lean to a disrespect at some point because it's passive aggressive. Or you'll do this, that, and the other in order to get the benefits of the person. But then when it's time for you to do something, they're like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I'm sorry, it's gonna be the payment of currency. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'll be fucked. We're gonna be accountable at all times, or we're not gonna play this game because that's manipulation. You're gonna manipulate me like, no shit. I'm gonna sit up here and stay with them and wait for it. Nigga, fuck you. So I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying. If it's an individual situation that you're talk about your experience. I can understand it, but you can't use your experience and say, well, women, well, men. Because like, if you like go look at the numbers, it's women that's putting these 80% of like divorces in. These households is 80-20 with these baby mamas, like, you know what I'm saying, having, like, their kids, and then baby fathers, like, you know what I'm saying, and having their kids. It's 20% on that side. So what that's telling you? So we've been using the method that, like, you know what I'm saying, that, like, women have been pushing, and it's giving us a 20-80 result. Last I checked, below 70 was failing. So that we should have been doing something a long time ago that was different. We've been following that plan. Now it's time to change. You haven't been giving the man his right doing his place. Because who are you to question when you're not even the person that's supposed to be questioning him? God questions him first. You ain't God in that aspect. You are the God of your kind. But you ain't a God of this kind.
And my godness ain't finna be about be around no nigga that ain't walking in his God shit. Cause God speaks to gods. That's his period. So I teach so what I instill as a tradition of my family and our womanhood to my two daughters is if a motherfucker ain't walking in they motherfucking godness, they don't deserve you because you a different pedigree and there's levels to this shit.
And then when their parents and them young boys tell them the same thing, how we gonna mix, like, you know what I'm saying, and make it keep going with them attitudes?
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Like, everybody ain't on the same journey and ain't on the same cycle. Everybody don't deserve what I know I'm manifesting on my bloodline.
And you're familiar with the 10 Commandments. What do it tell you about that?
Thank you.
No, I'm not. It's not. For me. What is arrogance and vanity? Because I want my bloodline to have different types of ethics and morals and a different standard and boundaries put on my bloodline, and everybody else that falls in line with this bloodline that comes from my man, right? They gotta have the same type of thing, because that's how we heal generational curses. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for 7 generations back and 7 generations forward.
Well, that's what the newspaper just opened right now. All of these generations, from all of the people, are the generations. Your generation ain't just special, nigga. This whole motherfucking generation.
It's special to me, and I'm doing the work for mine.
Earlier, this ain't about just you. This is what loving yourself means. When you able to, like, understand.
He's trying to speak more on a collective level versus.
Listen, we can't be collective and individually we out of balance. Me being in balance can't be with an out of balance ass nigga. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
You can't be selective. You can't be collective if you don't even have a collective conversation, though.
No, but
individualize collectivism. You can't do that. You said, everybody in my situation. This is, I got a 6'5" nigga with every black woman.
No. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when a black man, because before I made that example, I said when a black man is standing on 10 toes and he's standing tall on his shit, regardless of what he is, everything crumbles beneath him because he is what that is. A black man is everything.
In our reality right now, though, that's utopian. That's crazy. Right now,
I know good black niggas. I know good black niggas.
Right quick. What I'm saying is this: in the United States, that's not what's going on. Listen to all the women talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, they want to get like their life right with men and have a relationship and feel love and shit again. So they must not be running to these 6'5" ass, 280 pound ass.
He don't have to be 6'5". He don't have to be that. But he can be the level of nigga that you are as a woman. Every woman is not in a place to aspire to have no motherfucking.
But I could tell you though. But I could tell you though, like it really is a lack of those guys out there that's gonna match our level. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it still has to be.
When you stop saying those type of things, like self-talk and the things that come out your mouth are very pivotal to what you manifest. So when you say things like that you're putting your like. And it's not, and this is.
I'm not saying things like anything. I'm stating the obvious. This is what I see. I'm observing. I'm speaking in observation. I ain't saying I can't get no good man or don't no good man on me. That's not what I'm saying. You feel me? I'm saying what I see.
Another thing is we attract what we put out. And what you put out is what you attract.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Exactly. And that's why I said when I started loving myself better, and then I started valuing me, I started having different standards and boundaries about how I govern myself. And I'm talking about my self-government. Then I started to attract them type of people.
Not for real.
And then people with shitty ass, musty ass energy, no, you can't be around me. No, you don't have access to me. You don't collectively. everybody that's melanated don't got access to me because all of us ain't ready for it.
You right?
I envy y'all job as women, as black women in particular. You wanna know why? Because every, like, you know what I'm saying, gender and race wants to emulate the beauty and power and strength of that particular area of this species we call the human race. That amoeba, that, like, you know what I'm saying, that we protect in order for us to have a future that looks better than, like, you know what I'm saying, what we know we come from.
Boy, that shit sound good as a motherfucker. You hear me?
You know what I'm saying?
It sound good. And it's
it the hardest job because everybody want to be like y'all. And y'all don't know who the fuck to be because everybody want to give you a benefit for you doing what it is they ask you to do. So what do? Then we wearing other people's hair, we trying to lighten our skin, we trying to be every image but not motherfucking self. I got lashes in motherfucking Detroit and shit, and like I don't live nowhere near Saudi Arabia. The fuck you need the lashes and goddamn long? Ain't no saying out here. People that got that shit, they got it because they developed it, because that was what they was for. But we sit up here putting on the image. We have a lack of self-belief. And we say, okay, well, I want, like, I'm going to have the group around me in order to support my self-esteem. Self-esteem is an individual accomplishment. Self-esteem is a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, individual achievement base. You can, like, you know what I'm saying, achieve, like, self-esteem necessary you can move forward. You can have insistence. But self-esteem, like, you know what I'm saying, that assistance is gone. It's still, like, you know what I'm saying, accountable. Only to you. Self-esteem means self. I know motherfuckers that write on their goddamn mirror, I am somebody, I am strong, I am all of this shit. And, like, in my mind, I'm like, do we need that validation? If we have self-esteem? Like
you gotta build that motherfucker up though every day. Like the world is equipped to tear down your self-esteem. You feel me? The world is equipped to keep you at a low vibrational level. Oh, I'm talking shit too. I'm really talking too. But look, the world is like equipped to like tear down your self-esteem and keep you at a low vibrational energy. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, hell yeah, write on your motherfucking mirror, bitch. Do whatever the fuck it takes for you to keep your motherfucking self-esteem up. Cause I write on mine.
You know, Malcolm X said, like, by all means possible.
By any means necessary, nigga. That's what he said.
All that shit.
Yeah.
My point is that, like, you know what I'm saying, that's extreme in thinking. Because if I do something by any means necessary, that means that I'll go below my own standards to get it done. Right? Because any means any means. That means that, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm lacking a certain moral system in order to be able to make the best decision. Not just a great decision that everyone can pick because they're some fucking marks. No. I'm talking about the real one, the real true soul in yourself. See, motherfuckers get materialized and I want this and that's a lack of self-control and they don't even know it. They're in the middle of, like, their own apocalypse because they're unwilling to face themselves. That's the ugliness in their heart. You understand that there's a freedom of love that, like, you know what I'm saying, that exists beyond, like, you know what I'm saying, just my self well-being. When you take care of your environment take care of you. These people around you is part of your ecosystem, whether you like it or not. Become, like, you know what I'm saying, a murder victim and shit because you didn't speak that night looking ass. You better learn how to communicate with your people and act like they're a part of you, like you better than them. You're never better than these people. When the day that you think that shit,
hey y'all. For real.
They don't have no honor in them. And they think because, like, you know what I'm saying, they hold a good status that's gonna bypass that. Nigga, fuck all that. But there's a deeper, like, you know what I'm saying, spirit in you that got a higher standard that's expected out of your behavior and expectation. Like, you know what I'm saying, somebody far below that shit, that ain't my motherfucking business. That's you. They made rules because motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying, couldn't do this shit on their own. They needed self-esteem. So they wrote some motherfucking self-esteem words on there for you to guide yourself by. And tell me how many people can, like, you know what I'm saying, accurately say that they follow that shit. Half of them don't even know the fucking rules. How you gonna follow some shit they don't give a fuck about? So what is the value of your God if your words, like you know what I'm saying, supposed to stand, like under a reasonable doubt? Shit. How many people you know can, like you know what I'm saying, call themselves a real solid person minus their status? It's like being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You take the sex out during that relationship.
You still in a relationship?
Well, who? You don't know the motherfucker. You just, like you know what I'm saying, got rid of the thing that you there for.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know, Drake. You trying to drop me? You lost me, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
What I'm saying is, if you don't know your partner, how you gonna be able to work with them? If you don't have nothing in common with them other than sex, what is it how can you benefit from that relationship? What is there for you?
Oh no, that's why I said you had. Okay, so I misunderstood you because I thought you saying like if you don't have sex, like type shit.
No.
Because that's just one facet of a relationship. Like if you have sex with somebody, that don't mean shit.
But yeah, it's just a component. They got all kinds of parts and pieces that make up, like I said, with love languages. You should be balancing all your love languages so you can, like you know what I'm saying, balance out how you feel about things. People don't want to be challenged in their comfort zone. They all right with living in their head. Well, now you got to come up here now. Now you really bleed. We done become mortal. The spirits are no longer gods once they enter the body. They can die. That's what we find out on this motherfucker. Because y'all didn't know. So the gods can die. That's what we just found out. They just titans. They was never gods in the first place. The spirits, like you know what I'm saying, is in the goddamn symbols that we read as words and sounds. That's the importance of the spirit. So you can turn a song on and change your whole mood. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is what you feel about what you did. And we was on this motherfucker and they recorded it in words. The words of God that's made from A through Z. That's life explaining, like you know, in a couple of sentences. If you paying attention.
But still, at the same time, in this physical place, I'm gonna have a standard and a boundary and a fence around my shit.
But like this lady say, that I was working with, her name was Peg. She said, you know what I'm saying, when it's time for you to, like, you know what I'm saying, take your time and leave up this job. Take your time, because the motherfucking job gonna be here. Hey, everything, like, you know what I'm saying, that, like, you saving for this and the other, it's got its own fate coming to it, regardless of what it is that you do. You do your best, and that's all you can do. It's like right now, you're really in a good position. You done had, like, you know what I'm saying, your situation manifest to what it is, and now you're in a place where you got an open field in front of you. But now that you've experienced everything you've experienced, it's like asking yourself that question. What would I do if I was this age again? But you can't be that age again. That's the equation. When you figure that out, like, you know what I'm saying, you won't be thinking about what you should do. You'll be in the process of building it because, like, you is it. You never had nothing to do but you until you decide to take on responsibility of other people, via kids or mates or friends or whoever you made relationships. Relationships are very important. I just like, I listen to people like, why are y'all so angry about, like, you know what I'm saying, things that's yours? What's for you is for you. It can't mix you, no matter what go on. No matter what. But, like, you know what I'm saying, you can block your own goddamn situation from happening sooner by, like, you know what I'm saying, like, not following certain rules that, like, your guidelines in your body and your soul in place. We can't get too selfish. We can't get too prideful. Those things are, like, not just sins. They're just telling you you overdoing something. And you about to overheat. Your machine about to fuck up because you overdoing things that require that energy in other areas of you. And you're not using it. You're in your comfort zone about to kill your machine because you comfortable doing some shit. Look at that. Maybe. Fuck I'm talking about, man. There's a higher you. And people are like content with being, oh no, I'm doing good. I'm doing better than Susie Sue. Bitch, fuck Susie Sue. They don't got shit either. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? If she thinking anything like you, y'all in the same position. Y'all mirror the same dumb shit. Keeping up with the Joneses, man, y'all gonna have the same damn last name. Y'all the same person.
So you don't believe that in this physical realm, that your lineage is something to be proud of and to put stock in?
We didn't say that. No.
Because that's what I was saying. What I was saying. Like, my lineage is where I put a lot of stock into.
You cannot put nothing before God. think first. You cannot put your lineage, no nothing before God.
No. Listen, I don't like. I believe that I am God, so I don't know what God you're talking about. I'm talking about. I'm not gonna put nothing before myself because I know that I am God, like me. Like that's where I'm at.
In this picture, in this image right here in front of me, you got to take this selfish image of God and spread it out.
Okay, that's fine. Like you can do that. That's fine. But I know that I am a spiritual being. You know, I mean, I'm having a human experience, a spiritual being, and I am God. I can manifest, and I could be the worst thing in my life. Like I could be my worst enemy at times. I know that, right? And I also know that I could be my best advocate as well, right? I could be the best thing that happened to me.
But you're also an overthinker.
I'm not an overthinker. Like I'm not overthinking. I'm having a, you know what I'm saying, a build.
I'm not judging you. I'm talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? Think about, like, you know what I'm saying, the things that you face as your actual troubles in life.
I don't got none.
Oh, shit. Hey,
I don't got none because there ain't nothing. I've learned to not have no troubles and no worries because I trust that whatever is gonna happen, I'm gonna learn something from that shit. So whenever trouble comes, I feel like, okay, let me go ahead and go through it because I gotta go. Life gonna happen. But what am I gonna learn on the other side of that? Not when I'm gonna get on the other side of it. Not what's gonna happen on the other side. But I try to embrace everything intentionally because that's when the magic happens when you're going through shit. That's when you evolve, and that's when you come the best version of yourself is going through shit. A lot of motherfuckers cruise through this bitch not trying to go through shit, and that's not growth and that's not elevation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you don't need nothing, though, right? So what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I don't need nothing because I'm everything that I need. I'm everything that I need. I can pull everything from myself to be the strength that I need to. I can be that which I need. I can be that. If you really put your shit and your mind together, you can be anything that you want to be. You can be everything that you need. So I don't need nothing because everything that I need comes within myself. So if I say that I am God, then everything that I have within myself, I need.
We didn't say you're wrong. I'm just saying. You can't be God by yourself, man. That no responsibility too tough. I don't envy him at all. I ain't gonna hear him in the damn first place. We think we have it figured out, and I think that there's more to know.
It's a lot more to know. That's your network, and that's your community. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the people that you reach out to, your support system, your tribe. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but I can't maintain something on the outside of me, and if the inside of me isn't correct.
Well, yeah, it is what it is.
You get what I'm saying? Like I can't maintain a community and stay in my position the way I need to be in that position if on the inside I'm dying. No, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna poison the whole fucking shit. I'm gonna push people away. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of fuck shit when I needed to be sitting with myself and getting myself under control so that I can be the best version of myself for the people that I'm in community of that are part of my tribe. So it's not me being selfish. It's about me being aware of myself and knowing that, okay.
But that's what makes it selfish because, like, you know what I'm saying, the people, while they working, trying to come together and work through their differences, you choosing not to develop with them. Developing with somebody is a different relationship.
You can't develop. That's like you asking me to come.
I'm not. Listen to me. Like you said your side of it. Let me explain what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the idea that there's no iron team was there for a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the people around you, they can make life easier for you. I'm not saying go to them because everybody's not trustworthy. Yeah, you gotta have yourself, but not to the point to where, like, you know what I'm saying, you stand offish. By the time that you're ready to work back with them, they're not gonna be willing to work with you because they've been trying to work with each other this whole time, and you haven't been a part of that relationship.
No, you still keep your relationships, but you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Everybody, you can't be like seclusion. I don't know. We got two different theologies on this shit, and me being a woman, I know the wrath of me, and I know my chaos. So sometimes I do have to pull back from community, me, as a woman, because I come with a lot of chaos. So if I know that I have to isolate myself to get me under control so that I can be the best version of myself for everybody, that's not being selfish. That's being self-aware to know that right now I'm in a toxic space and place that's not going to be conducive to everybody that I'm around. So I need to fall back, figure out what's wrong with me so that I can get back in the game and pull my motherfucking weight. Because sometimes when you come in and you damage and you fucked up, you do more damage to everybody else and to the movement than you do to pushing it forward and advancing it.
But you know how, like, you know what I'm saying, people cannot...
I knew you was going to give me a butt. I knew you was going to give me a butt.
Because there's, like, look, you don't start breaking down, like, you know what I'm saying, the equation until you're at your lowest common denominator. We're not there. We still on the surface with a lot of things that, like, you know what I'm saying, we're not willing to address just yet. I'm saying that, like, you know what I'm saying, there's when there's a problem, everybody's going to do it, right? But when it's an isolated incident, it's just that one or a few people. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think that, I'm saying this, I think you understand well. But, like, you know what I'm saying, I think you're missing the aspect, like, I'm saying that there's a bigger understanding for taking care of yourself than what, like, you know what I'm saying, you've given spectrum to. What I'm saying is, anybody can be in a situation, but they're not. Everybody can, like, you know what I'm saying, be going through what they're going through, but you aren't. It's going to be different in, like, both situations. I'm saying that you can't be so one-sided that, like, you know what I'm saying, about me, like, this misses the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, God is going through all the other people, too. And you need to use them to use all the energy you can to make the dynamo continue. Or you're going to run out of gas because, like, you know what I'm saying, people are not conditional like that. People like that, like, fair with a friend. They be there when they, like, you know what I'm saying, now, and when things ain't going good, then they dip off. People feel some type of way about that. So you just can't, like, you know what I'm saying, just dip off because you got to get you together. They got to get them together, too, and we don't have time for individual shit, so we're going to have to, like, you know what I'm saying, be stronger than we are. With the help of others, because they can't help you if you allow them. But if you're always in strategy and, like, you know what I'm saying, can't sleep the night this and the other, you're not living in no heaven. You're living in a place where, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't stop thinking of this shit because you don't got the time for yourself. Like you said, you got all these different people that you got to stand for and do for and make sure that they're okay. But, like, you know what I'm saying, every man and woman is accountable for their own soul. You can't be accountable for nobody else. You can't, I'm sorry. You can only do what you can for them, and then, like, you know what I'm saying, you got to tend to you. You can't put nothing before your damn self in the sense that, like, you know what I'm saying, you cannot make yourself less than the priority. Because when your shit is together, that shit is together, true. But your whole situation, as far as, like, people working together as one thing for one cause, it covers more time. Well, it covers more in less time. You can work with the next motherfucker, they can get a lot of shit done. But if you're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do it when I'm ready, then, like, you know what I'm saying, they might throw the time off because everybody got their own reasons why they're not like, completely perfect. You have something that someone else needs. Someone else needs something that you have. I don't know what it is. Everybody looks at these old mates and all the little fuck shit. When you're saying that everybody you ever met that built up your soul, that's fine. Because you attracted with people and they have characteristics of your personality in response. That was your real you response. When you lied to them or not, you chose to do that, and that's part of your character. I always just lied to the nigga to get some money. Oh, well, now, like, you know what I'm saying, that's a part of your soul. You will do some shit like that is what your soul say. It is what it is. But, man, look, we can go back and forth about this shit all goddamn night. It's kind of, we just lighten up the stuff from the cloud, so it ain't no weed smoke. So, yeah, we can change the subject, man. It was good, like, you know what I'm saying, having a debate with you away. It's never like no emotional man. This is my math and understand.
No, that's good.
Yeah, and everything is great. But yeah, like I said, man, I push the envelope all the time. Is that you want your whole community, like, you know what I'm saying, to be doing well. It starts with one person doing well, then a few doing well, and then those people pushing the envelope to make the systems that make all of us go well get in shape. After you done got in shape, somebody get in shape. Don't even try to hide your workout plan and shit because you got your little abs and shit. Come on, man, you got a little bitch ass down. That ain't shit. Treat it like that. Act like you scored a touchdown. Oh, you're trying to hide out and make it matter. Swear that shit. Oh, good. If anything for us to improve, we gotta stop effortless mentality. We think ourselves so much, and it's part of one of the things that keep our overall spirit down, people down. Because now, like, you know what I'm saying, look what everything and can't be about I. When the team scored, the whole team is not that player. Players. But it's all good, man. You like this or what? It's fucking heavy, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, and listen to the whole.
All right, y'all. It's Dime Life Radio. Appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. And the pharmacy, man. We gonna end this, so.
Bless the room, you know what I'm talking about? That boy Bump, you know what I'm talking about? It's always a pleasure. It's good Blanco, you know what I'm saying? Dropping the science on these motherfuckers for the one time and the two. My man Corey for this, you know what I'm saying? We ain't signing out, you know what I'm saying? We signing out to Diamond Life for the time being. We're gonna catch up with y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Just drink Sinatra performance.
Appreciate you.